You cheeky little fuckers. You cheeky little fuckers, bruv. Good morning. Good afternoon. And of course, good evening. Wherever you cheeky fuckers are in the world. Honestly, bro, I put together a couple of clips and I'm seeing Samsung, Apple Watch. If you lot can do better, then instead of coming on here rapping, being rude, send me better then. Firstly, it's not a video. It's just an amalgamation of clips from some of the other streams that I've done. I'm seeing Apple Watch and Samsung. Use lot of feisty, bruv. This is how we're going to start off the day. This is how we're going to start off the day, people. Huh? Nah, there's no love out here in these streets, bro. No love out here in these streets. Like I said, if anyone can do better, bro, then hit me up. Hit me up, because you see me, it's a one-man band, bruv. A one-man, you get me? One-man band, drum, saxophone, everything. I do everything myself, and I don't get any help. So if you lot think you can help me, instead of just coming on being rude first thing in the morning when we get up and we're supposed to be saying hello to each other and all that. Wow, I just sat there thinking, oh, let me have a little bit more of it, longer intros to give more time for people to come in and, you know what I mean? Maybe show them some clips of what we done over the stream. And it's getting dissed. You know, like that. Fucking hell, bruv. That's what I mean. The internet's always undefeated. You know what I mean? The internet's always undefeated, and you lot must have your favorites, innit? You must have your favorites, bro. You must have your favorites. Man's laughing. It's a cold world. I thought we were friends, innit? But anytime I come on, you lot have always got something to say. Oh, it's on an Apple Watch. Oh, it's Samsung. Oh, you've got someone peddling for your internet today. Do you see what I'm saying? When I've come on being nothing but nice, like trying to say hello, good afternoon, good morning, all that shit. You lot are just coming in on smoke, bruv. This is what we get this morning. Who was I talking to? Big up Chinks. Big up Chinks, you know, or would you, because he keeps saying, would you do these things publicly? Bro, when you're in the public, bro, look, I didn't even show my face yet. And people are like sending mad shots straight away. Yeah, people don't even like how I'm talking now. So they've come in, they've come out. I get it. I get it. I get it. One thing I will say though is obviously nobody is forced to be anywhere they do not want to be. I was on a stream yesterday and there were some people just chatting some shit. I think it was in Lee Reacts' stream. Big up Lee, man, the absolute captain. I was in his stream and people were like, oh, why'd you do this? Or why are you doing that? It's still baking in there, bro. I'm having to pat myself down. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing? I'm just like, well, if you don't like it, or if it's Apple Watch or Samsung or whatever, press that X and go and find somewhere where they got 4K or something. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, let me try and get over use lot's rudeness this morning, and let's see who's in the building, who's actually trying to be nice and not trying to cuss me out straight away. Yeah, look, I'm gonna have to miss loads of these comments, bro. If you's like having a whale of a time, like just throwing me under the bus, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm just gonna say names. You ain't even gonna get the comments today, bro. Big up Wahaha, you're sleep deprived. But I also saw that you was getting involved. You was getting involved with the old bullying, you know, bullying an old man online. I hear it. Hyper's in the building. You were the one that started this, bro. So you're just gonna get your name. Big up Yuvraj. Yeah, I might add the link to the stream today. I have said open forum, you know, but there's 11 of you in the building. Like I said, let's share it. I did schedule it yesterday, but I just have to get used to the fact that people don't fuck with me like that, innit? Obviously. Cool. Cool, not a problem. We will just rock on with who we rock on with. So what I will do is I'm just gonna share the live again. Please, you guys share the live out for me as well. Like, help me out. I've had to do hoovering and washing up, so I didn't manage to catch any of the full Irish. But by the time I sat down in front of my computer, I saw there was like 100 and something people in there. Is it because I don't have an Irish voice? Is it because I'm what do you say? I'm shooting it on an Apple Watch? Is that what it is? Help me out, people. Help me out, people. Hit your notification bells. Do you know what I mean? That stuff would help. You know what I mean? I got guests. I'm lining up guests. I'm thinking, yeah, like things are picking up. People are showing love. Let's line up some guests. You know, let's do some more under the lenses, things like that. And then you don't turn up, and then you're cussing me out, and you know what I mean? What a start to the day, man. What a start to the day. What a start to the day. Big up you, Raj. How are you? Well, I'm pretty sure you know how I am already. You know what I mean? Feeling a bit delicate this morning, mate. You know what I mean? I've got my community cussing me out the moment we turn on the computer. So, yeah, a little bit delicate today. Big up Vigilante. Like I said, wahaha. I'll say names, man. I ain't going to read out some of these comments. Use a lot of bullying today, bruv. Big up Yuvraj. Yeah, I probably will get the link out at some point, but share. Let's see if we can get a few more people in. We're 2 away from 20. If we can get 20 people in, then we'll put the link out. Maybe I just got to realize that the last week or the last few streams when I was getting like 500, 600, 700 views, maybe that was the anomaly. You know, like Arsenal, maybe that's the anomaly. And then if we're getting like 300 to 400 views and like 15 to 20 people coming in, maybe that's just the norm. You just have to accept that. Obviously, we want to try and build on that. So tell a friend to tell a friend, share the flipping live, share it on your X, share it on your flipping IG, share it on TikTok, share the live. Share the live. Big up Godfrey, I see you. Yeah, big up. Like I said, man, some of these comments ain't even gonna get read out, bro. Nothing but smoke straight away, people. Big up Vigilante. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna get the link out. So more people's come in. Cool. People come in, you know, fuel for the fire. We'll get the link out. I ain't even checked the news. I've just called it open panel today. I ain't even checked the news, people. Welcome in Raiders. So we got a raid. Who is that from? Shane? Is Shane still going, or is he? Shane the legend must have been from Shane. Big up Shane. There you go. People in the building. All courtesy of Shane. Where would I be without my bro? Do you know what I mean? So make sure you're going to show Shane some love. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're all full up of your full Irish. You know what I mean? I opened my eyes today. I didn't even get a chance to have a coffee. I was washing up. I was doing this. I was doing that. And straight away, the gang is in the building. I ain't even had a chance to say good morning to anyone. What's going on? Yuvraj is in there as well. What's going on, people? What's going on? Fucking hell, Shane Raid, 80 people. Look, all the Irish have come in. There we go. Full up of your full Irish, man. How you doing today, guys?
Brilliant. How are you?
Brilliant. I was all right until I started getting cussing out by my chat. Do you know what I mean? Abusing the elderly, bro. I thought I'd try and make a little bit of a longer intro so that it can give people time to come in, show a bit of clips of the people that's been on my channel. Nah, I'm gonna have to scrap it all.
Guys, come on, that was a good intro, man. What are you doing, man?
No, I got to scrap it already, bros. You know what I mean? I'm getting cussed out, bro. So already I'm kind of feeling a bit delicate today, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a bit delicate today. How are you guys feeling? Though? Talk to me, man.
Brilliant. I could be free from Darwin Nunes very soon. Napoli want Darwin Nunes. and Kirk is doing that today as well. So I'm brilliant from football perspective and life. Bro.
Brilliant football perspective and life. And Vigilante, what you telling me? And like I said, big up Shane again, because I've seen it went from like 20 to 80. So big up Shane. Obviously, that must have come from him and his raid. Amazing numbers over there. Absolute legend. Let's see if we can try and get those kind of numbers over here as well. That would be great. But Vigilante, what you telling me, man? What's going on this morning or this afternoon?
Not much, bro. I'm just fed up with this fucking club as usual. I've got other things, as you know, that are stressing me out. Tomorrow I've got something really important to deal with, but some of this club's pissing me off more.
Right. Is that like kind of the final send-off?
Yeah.
I don't obviously want to say too much. All right, big up, man. I got that coming up in a couple of weeks for the missus's auntie. Look, man, all of the luck in the world. I hope it goes wonderful for you, and I hope you get a really good send-off. Let's let's talk about some football, man. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. You know, again, I watched the Fabrizio Romano video last night, about 11:45, actually, quarter to midnight. I saw it come up. You know, he just saying the same old shit, the same old shit. So obviously, I'll watch the video. I'll have a little look. I will say, all right, you know, is there anything I can take from this? And to be honest with you guys, I do get the impression that we are going to get this Zubimendi deal done. But what I don't understand is what's taking so long to sign it.
I mean, bro, I think it's out July. That's what I'm hearing. July.
Well,
I think it's bullshit. Why can't we post date a check or a payment? So the moment it hits midnight, bang goes the money. Aaron said it. He made a very good point with that. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the financial year, sorry to cut over you, bro. The financial year restarts in April.
I was gonna say,
the taxes and everything's done in April in this country. So why is it now July?
July. I don't know. Maybe it's a business or sports thing. I don't know. But it does seem very obvious that these guys are waiting for July. Yep. You had that tweet that came out, you know, talking about, oh, why are we going to play players on the beach or pay players on the beach, all that kind of shit.
We pay players on the treatment table, or Tommy Asu playing hide and seek.
There you go.
Last year.
Hide and seek. Well, I don't even know who that is. I can't remember what he looks like, bro. That's the whole.
I actually had to ask someone what his shirt number was. I'd forgotten. I genuinely had forgotten.
Oh, real talk. December, right?
Real talk. You're Raj, man. I forgot because obviously you've only been on it there one time before. Was you a Liverpool fan?
Yeah.
So just so I can remember, man. Yeah. And this is what I was saying, man. You lot might be getting rid of Nunes, and you lot must be over the fucking moon at the minute,
man. Free, bro. I've had 3 years of suffering, man. Bro, 3 years of Darwin Nunes at my club is pain. Bro, the first year I was like, give him time. Second year, I'm just giving up. My man can't finish to save his life. And we're getting a striker as well. It's good times. I don't expect any incomings next few weeks because we have to start with the books and stuff like that, get our goings done, and then go back to the market. So don't expect any for Liverpool incomes next few weeks. You guys just sit about.
Go on, sorry.
I'm just saying we're gonna get ingoings in next. I think you're gonna see incomings definitely mid-July. I don't think we'll hear anything.
Yeah. The thing is, it don't even matter for you guys because you did what you had to do before then. So whatever's going to come in now in July, it's just going to be to finish the meal sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just the entrees, just a little bit of side salad or whatever.
You could do it. Arsenal, you could buy Darwin. Like, he'll suit your club massively. Next to Arsenal. Darwin would fit Arsenal, innit? I'll tell you what improve him.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but we obviously don't want to be taking any more rejects. But I can't even say that with a straight face because it don't matter what we want. You know what I mean? Because what do our club do every fucking year? Look, man, putting in work, respect. Look, big up Wahaha. Look, don't come with the niceties now, man. Let's keep the same energy, bro. Look. Nah, man, views with that Samsung. Leave it out, bro. I got iPhone XR, bro. I ain't got no Samsung, bro. And all I done was a few little screenshots off of my channel. You know what I mean? I got 1080p camera, but apparently I don't know what I got. Big up Godfrey saying big up AJ, my G, big up, man. I'm gonna try and get into some of your look. Man said Apple Watch. You lot are killing me today, innit? Absolutely killing me today. It's abuse of the elderly people. Just know, innit? Yeah. Big up Vigilante. His link is there. Big up AJ. I appreciate that each and every time. I was only messing with you guys. You know it's all right if you not take the piss out of me. It is all well and good. Hyper protagonist, big yourself up. AJ's bigging up Vigilante. Keep it up, man. AJ saying to subscribe and like the channel because it really does help me out. Look, man shot his intro on the Apple Watch. Look, you killing me, bro. I thought we were friends, Hyper, innit? I thought we were cool, bro. I thought we were cool. Obviously not. So like I said, man, if anyone can do me any better, because the person that done a couple of my thumbnails is saying, oh, if I want an intro, firstly, they don't do it anymore. But if I'm going to get him out of retirement, it's going to cost me more than 40 quid. I'm like, what? For something I can put together myself. But obviously, you saw what happened when I put it together myself. So maybe I'm going to pay some money, man. I'm going to have to start paying some money. Look at me. I'm sleep deprived. Look, no more excuses, bro. Look, big up Yuvraj. Make sure you subscribe to the stream. Yeah, big up, man. I'm just trying to get everyone in, man, whether you're cussing me or not. I am. See, you guys are here already. So I think I've more or less got to the top. Big up Vigilante, man. Big up Wahaha. I think I saw DG2 in the building as well. Let me just say hello to a couple of these people and we'll get back in with you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to show you like what they were saying. You know, killing the elderly. It's not very good. Big up Dre. He said, "Good afternoon, views chat. Anyone maybe lately bumped into pause, but recently or something. We need a you got it. Yeah, bro. What a load of bollocks that was, bro. And there you go. These guys will believe anything. Oh, it was my friend. Even when he showed the picture, yeah, he never showed it for very long. I don't know if any of you guys saw that Dan Potts' show where
Oh
Chris
yeah.
was on there saying, "Oh look,
Yeah.
my friend met Berta in the
Oh
West
yeah.
End."
Yeah.
It looks like it's taken outside a tube station, bro.
Bro, it looks like any type of lookalike.
That was the most BS ever, bro.
Bro, I was sitting there looking at the screen like, is this guy serious, bro? Like, and that's what I'm trying to say. And if he's doing that, coming on big damn pots and doing things like that, then obviously there's not much going on between the sticks, in it. I'm just saying, bro, there can't be. There can't be, because there's no way that was true, bro. That was a load of rubbish. Big up AJ, like I said, he's got Vigilante's links in there. Godfrey saying Vigilante. AJ's bigging up Dre. AJ's bigging up Wahaha. Big up everyone in there, man. Honestly, I really appreciate it. It's a cold world, views. It's a cold world, isn't it? It's a cold world out here, bro. Don't be disrespectful. I was only joking. Like, obviously, I get it all the time, bro. If it ain't someone cussing me out about my internet, they're saying only views. You know what I mean? Views and the wife beater because it's so hot. I get cussed every day. So it's listen, when you put your face out there, it comes with it. I'm only joking with you. Man said I'll help you with that Rolly. It did turn into a little bit of a sausage, man. So I might need someone to help me with that as well. They said, where's E Ross? He can do the grunts. Huh? My mama made that music. Big up E Ross. Big up Kwaja as well, man. I was expecting him to come in today, but obviously, big up Vigilante, big up Yuvraj. Always appreciated you guys, man. Hyper protagonist comment just took me out. I had no problem with it. Views. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, don't blame us. Blame Arteta. We've always got a reason to blame Arteta. So yeah, maybe it was Edu who done that editing for me. Just maybe. Just you want to know something?
You see the interview on Lee's channel last night where Yasser translated it.
And big up my Dutch brother Yasser. Big up Yasser. Make sure you're subscribing to Yasser. He's a Chelsea fan, but he's not a donut. You know what I mean? We can have serious conversation. We can have banter as well. You know what I mean? But make sure you subscribe to him. Just got over the 300 recently. On stream with the captain Lee Gunner last night. You know what I mean? So big up to him because he was doing a bit of translating. But there you go, guys. What I'll ask you before I even get to the rest of the comments. I'll ask you, because for me, that whole interview is damning. There's no excuses that top gooners can ever have to try it. And you already have. I'm sure you guys would have seen it. Maybe Shane has shown fucking Harry semi-face saying he had no choice, you know, like Ian Bill. What do you mean he had no choice? What do you guys think of that? Because I think that is very, very damning for a player to come out and throw you under the bus like that. Go on.
I mean,
it's bad, bro. So I'll let Yuvraj go.
You go first. I don't really mind if you want to go. I'm not the last
one.
It's
bad. Like, and again, it's not done with British media, and it's not being reported by this country anywhere. And I had to go looking for it again. The first time it was done, when obviously it was published into interview, it's gone, bro. It's been buried. There's loads of digital complaints on Google. It's been removed for copyright, and that's sus. Why has that been removed when it's an official Dutch publicist? But then Yasser, when he translated it, that's more damning than the actual typed up bullshit, because
and just before you
take snippets.
And right, and I was just gonna say that just in case you never. I'm gonna let you carry on, but Lee brought to light the fact that only a certain part of that interview made it over to these British Isles. Do you know what I'm saying? The rest of it was even more damning. Sorry, carry on, Vigilante.
Oh, it's ridiculous, bro. I don't get why it's going on. And since when is this country not reporting other news? That's massive.
It's massive.
You know what he's saying? It's not good. It's a complete negligence of his health, his management, everything, and it shows they don't care. How can you treat people like that? It's sick.
It is sick. There's no care for your staff members. Yuvraj, what do you make of it, man? For a Liverpool fan being on the outside in.
I didn't really watch the full thing, but I heard. I mean, the media clearly want to back it. I mean, the media really love Arteta. They want to. They don't want to. I think it's for every team in England, mostly, isn't it? The clubs want to protect from the negativity. They want to do the PR stuff.
Yeah.
But Timber Mane, I feel bad for the guy. I mean, this guy just played through injury. Like, if that was any other manager, you'd be seeing all the hate. You'd be Arsenal fans would be the one that would be mocking that manager. But since it's Arteta, let's not mock it. I just don't get it, bro. Look, Timbers, I don't get how you can play a player through injury. Like, I know the Arsenal fans were arguing off, oh, there's no one there. So where's the squad depth that you meant to have? Apparently, you had the best squad in the league last season. So if Arsenal's all right, you should have the depth to.
Exactly, there is no depth. For me, it just stinks of negligence, bro. It stinks of negligence. You see how, like, when you saw, we got someone else in the building as well. You see how, like, when you even saw Maresca, you've seen Slot, you've seen all these people doing minute management. Yeah, big up Kwaja. You're seeing all these people doing minute management. Big up. Background noise there. You're seeing all these people doing minute management. Let me just hold on. Yeah. So there's a little bit of background noise on your end as well, Kwaja. Obviously, you'll come in a minute, mate. But when you're seeing all these people, even Maresca has just come up from the championship. Now, at the start of the season, he's doing minute management. When you get to like the 65th minute or the 70th minute, you're seeing Maresca make changes. You know, you're seeing Emery make changes with the Villa squad last season. You know, like to make sure that players get game time, to make sure that everyone's kept fresh. You don't see that with Arsenal because we just don't have the squad depth. Do you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he just doesn't trust the players that we've got. You know what I mean? So when you're seeing someone like Timber coming out, for me, that just fucking poo-poos all of his arguments because he's a fucking dictator, bro. That's Bin Laden attitude right there. The man's telling you, I can't even run. I'm in so much pain, and you're just pushing him back out there. Get out there.
It was a Collie winger as well. It's not some like dead winger, like I don't know, Madueke. It was against Kvaratskhelia, bro.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, bro? If it was against a dead winger, I wouldn't understand, but I would say he would do.
To be honest, it could have been Ben White. What I want is just a bit of care from my manager. Show me that you care about these players, bro. You know what I mean? Show me as an employer of these players that you've got their well-being in your mind. Because, like I said, Ben White played most of the season through injury. Still needs a surgery. Odegaard was injured, probably still needs a surgery. Saka don't look the same. He had a grade 3 since he's come back. Havertz don't look the same. He's been injured badly. Both of our centre-backs have been injured. Thomas Partey was in and out. Trossard's been injured. Martinelli's been injured. None of this is by accident. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that shows you there's not enough depth and you're not trusting the players. On top of that, you're not minute managing well. And on top of that, you've got negligence, gross negligence towards your players and their fitness. Because it don't matter whether you've had the scan and we see there's an injury, there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's push you back out there to keep running and putting pressure and weight and everything on that. That makes no sense. Kwaja, I'll bring you in just because you've come in, mate. Firstly, how you doing today? Hope you're well. Oh. Let me unmute you. Go on.
How's everyone doing?
Oh, well. We're all right, except for the elderly getting cussed out this morning for my intro video. Apart from that, we're all right, man. But how are you today, bro?
I'm good. Just got for news apparently the Zubimendi deal will be official in the first week of July with the delayed announcement due to Real Sociedad not wanting the sell on their financial year of last season.
Yeah.
And the release cost would be like £56 million.
We're paying.
I can't this Zubimendi taking way too long. I think we should be buying a striker first. That's what I think we should have done. Get striker first, and then. But it's not going to happen. We're not going to get striker. Let's be real with it. I don't think we're going to get striker.
Yeah, come on.
The clown just. He says he wants. Basically, he says that we want a striker. He wants a striker, but he can't get it because he just doesn't want to. He says he wants a striker, but he just doesn't want to. He just wants a false 9. Is that copying Pep?
Yeah.
He just wants to copy Pep.
Yeah.
Because apparently he's learned from Pep. That's what we're here for. We have a clown that is not even a proper manager.
I don't think you'll get a striker. I'm sure Arsenal will get a striker. Surely.
I'm kind of confident that we will as well. I feel like there will be uproar there should have been uproar from the fans the moment we started hearing about Jackson and Nkunku and things like that. But if there isn't not even one proper striker that comes through the door this summer, then I feel like that's going to make a lot of problems. I'm not saying you're wrong, Kwaja. You might be right because the way we're looking in the transfer market, it looks like we ain't got a clue. So you could be bang on the money here. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like if you try and get through this summer and there's no striker, we're in big
trouble.
Yeah, the only way I see, sorry for that, the only way I don't see you struggling strikers is let's say Gyokeres goes to United, Sesko goes to, I don't want him. let's just go to Liverpool. I don't want. I don't want.
But he'll be good for you though. You lot can. Sorry to interrupt you.
I don't want it, bro. Don't 2.0. I do not want. Bro, I've seen his goal, man. I don't. I'm just saying example. Let's say Sesko is Liverpool or somewhere, and let's say Watkins or alternative. I don't know, go somewhere else. Then that's the only I would see. But I think you get one of Sesko Gyokeres. But the way you're acting, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. You probably will.
I think we'll get a striker. The reason why I'm saying, I just think, look, I don't think like I keep saying, and I don't want people to get misconstrued when I talk about Sesko. I'm not putting him down. I'm not saying that he's a shit player. I'm just saying there's no tangible evidence to say that we need a gunman now. We need someone that's going to try and get us across the line now, and he's the guy to do it. Because, like I said, you ain't even hit 15 in the Bundesliga. I'm not saying that you wouldn't score at all in the Prem, but I think if you did go to a Liverpool or even a Chelsea or even a Newcastle, something like that, I do think he'll do well eventually. I really do. I just feel like at the moment, if we're going to take a calculated risk, there's only one risk that we need to take. We're not hearing about Gyokeres' release clause. Not to say that I'm bothered about that. Let me ask you guys quickly, and obviously Vigilante, if you're still here as well. What's your first feelings about this so-called release clause that Sesko's been asking for? Firstly, do you think it's a liberty? And secondly, do you think it's a bad thing for Arsenal?
I don't think.
I don't anything about that.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't think he's worth 85 million, simply because he's not really a 20-goal striker. I mean, people I've been seeing on Instagram about all of his goals. All the time I hear is about his height. And all the time, no one cares about his height. If you can give me 20 goals, I can accept it. I mean, our last striker was Aubameyang with 22 in 18-19. He won the Golden Boot in that season. And then this geezer came in, this clown, turned him into a left winger when he's not even a left winger. So just because he can play left wing doesn't mean he's a left winger. He's a centre forward scoring goals. Yeah, I think that by the time he comes to Arsenal, I think he might play him at left wing. I feel as though he doesn't plays in the right position, because Martinelli was scoring goals, I think 10 or 11 goals under Emery, and then this geezer turned him to a left winger. So there's no point in buying a striker when this manager turns players into their position where they don't play in that position. I don't think they struggle in that position. I mean, Martinelli's struggling at left wing. He wasn't like 3 seasons ago when he scored 15 in the league. Like, Martinelli was great, but now this manager's killed his confidence. And I think for me, I'll probably get Victor Gyokeres the option. But if Isak goes to Liverpool, we're finished.
What am I doing? I'm telling you right now, we're not getting him. Like, I do want to dream, but I'm just telling you guys we won't get him, because I think Newcastle will outprice him out. So, but yeah, so we're not getting Isak personally. But if we do, I'll love it. But we're probably right. Sesko, look, I don't believe the release clause stuff, but if it's true, he's clearly using Arsenal as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Because he clearly wants Barcelona Madrid. Like, he's never going to go there, but that's what he wants.
No. That's it. That's fine. Players can have their preference, just like Nico Williams, bro. You can have your preference. You know, It don't always mean that the club's going to want you. It don't always mean that the club's going to pay you what you want. And there is always a chance to get a player, even if, even because look at this whole Barcelona thing. Nico's chosen Barca. So Chelsea, Arsenal, Bayern, whoever was looking at Nico Williams has all tried to step back. But Bayern's still saying, no, we ain't going to step back just yet, because we don't even know if Barcelona can stump up the money. Because Bilbao, they want all the money at once. They don't want to do it.
Bayern are just poor in the market, by the way. Bayern get rejected by everyone in the market. They've been awful, by the way. But
you know why? Because what player really, say for instance, you're playing in Italy, England, or Spain. I mean, are you really going to want to go to Germany after that?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I see why Furrenberg's picked us, just because why would you go? You just won the league at Germany.
Yeah, and then you're coming to the league champions. And this is what I was trying to say to you, man, about Liverpool fans, right? And Liverpool and Man City as a team. I think City Pool's going to be back next season. But and I was trying to tell you, man, about Isak. Like every other club, Newcastle, Arsenal, even though we're still above Newcastle, they're there or thereabouts in terms of recency and what they can offer. The same for Chelsea. United are even worse. Tottenham could maybe offer champs football, but that's about it. There's only 2 clubs in our league that if you went to, then you've got a chance to not only win the league, but go on and win other stuff. Go on and win in Europe, because you're not going to rule out Man City to win the Champions League. You might not say they're favourites, but they're in the pot to win it, yeah? Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, those teams in the pot, PSG, Liverpool as well. That's why if Isak does leave Newcastle, it will be to a Liverpool or to a Man City. That's not just like stepping sideways for him. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But for that reason alone, if you came to Arsenal, you can't guarantee. We're not in the hat to say Champions League winners. Real, Bayern, Barca, PSG, Liverpool, maybe an Italian team, Inter. You understand? These guys are in the hat every year as favourites to win the Champions League. Not Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. So that's why I'm saying about Isak. If he did move to, that's why when I'm hearing Liverpool might be going for Isak, I'm ready to just walk in front of a bus. Like, what the fuck is going on? Do you understand what I'm saying?
The fact that, look, I know, bro. Hey, the fact that we're champions for Isak is showing we're ambitious or something. Like, I respect. Like, if we don't get him, I won't be annoyed. Like, bro, the fact that we're trying. I know that that's the word annoying for people. Trying, but bro, if we don't get Isak, there's something in the world. Like, we can go for alternatives. Like,
let me just say this. Sorry, let me just say this before I bring Kwaji in, because you just said it there, the fact that you're trying, right? That's all that we can ask for, because that's what I keep saying to other Arsenal fans that don't agree with me, or we don't have a right to win every year. We don't have a right to win every year, but we do have a right to challenge every year. You should be doing your utmost, your utmost to make sure that your team gets across the line. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'll kind of give that respect there, because you ain't guaranteed to win every year, but you have to guarantee. And when you're saying trying, if you don't get Isak now, and I think it's the same for all Liverpool fans, they're not going to be kicking off. Oh, we missed out on Isak, because they've seen what you've been trying to do. Gyokeres is coming in, Frimpong's coming in, Wirtz of all fucking people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a done deal, bro. So your fans know that your club has made every effort to make sure you're having a very good season next season. Kwaja, can we say that about our club?
For me, I just feel as though Isak will flop at Arsenal. The thing with Arteta is, I think because like we pass the ball sideways, and when Isak's in the box, he's waiting for the ball. He's just waiting for a goal. Yeah. He's going to be saying, "Where's the ball? I can't even score." I mean, when the ball comes in, he's just going to sit there going, "I can't get any goals." And we're passing sideways. This Odegaard keeps passing all the time left and right, and Isak's standing there. He can't even get a goal. So there's no point in getting Isak when you just want this clown to get rid of first. First, we should get rid of this clown first, because if we don't get rid of this clown, he's going to turn strikers into wingers. That's the thing he'll do.
Nah, I think he'll do well. I know you're sorry for, bro. Whoever gets Isak is getting up, bro. What are the best striker? One of the best in the world. One of the best in the Premier League, debatable. So I mean, behind on him.
He's very good.
Yeah, he would do well Arsenal if he get. Like, I don't think he would track them out, but I think he would do well Arsenal. I just don't. He's a player that won't flop anywhere. Like, I think he's just that good. Like, just that best. Man, he would fit any club. Really.
Yeah, he would, and obviously I feel like he'd suit Arsenal. Obviously, Kwaja doesn't agree with that, but I do, because obviously transition and stuff like that. But it's the same for any striker we get. Arteta is going to have to adapt. He is going to have to try and do something and get the best out of these players. Let me get into a couple of these comments though before everyone starts running off. Big up AJ. He said, "You want to know something? If we had Arteta success rate in jobs, we are getting sacked. So can you please explain why Arteta is any different?" Well, there you go. Can we?
Miguel, this is the same Miguel that said Arteta is the best manager tactic in Europe.
Oh yeah, bro.
You want to know something? The same guy that said trophies. We overhype trophies. Like, who overhypes trophies?
Bro, a guy like you said that you're putting a bid for Gyokeres, bro. Where was the bid? Bro,
I don't know how many people subscribe to that guy. How? I just don't understand.
I just follow him just for the mockery. Like, I want, bro. Bro, the delusion is crazy, man. How can you understand? It's his opinion. So
I think this is what Igal said. Let me see what he says.
Mendy's really good with his passing range.
Mendy's
actually the second best in the world at line passes.
That was.
How many Sociedad games have you watched in the last 2 years?
Bro.
I'm looking at
how many Sociedad games have you watched in the last 2 years?
I'm looking at the underlying numbers from La Liga last year.
How many games have you watched of Sociedad in the last 2 years? Answer the question, man. Come on.
Facts don't have time for your feelings.
The stats can be skewed any which way you want.
Stats tell me he's the second best in the world at line passing.
Stats told us that Mustafi had better defensive acumen than fucking Van Dijk at one point. So that means that player, does it?
Mendy's really good with his passing.
Now, you look at the stats. Why do we have to use stats? If you have eye test, if you watch him with his eyes, it's better.
So I raise the money, but not that high. What are we doing?
Yeah, I know. No one's watched him like that. No one's watched him like that. Let's be honest.
What do you think of the clip that what do you think of that Zubimendi line breaking passing? That waffle, brother. That is absolutely nonsense.
Waffle. These man don't watch him like that. They watch him for Spain. Just like they watch Nico Williams for Spain.
Bro, I watched him
Nico Williams is shit. He's so shit.
I know.
Why not we get him? Get a proper left winger. Kvaratskhelia is better than Williams. He's a better left winger than him. He can dribble. He's got better finishing. This guy is
PSG.
Bro, and you know what? Bro, I know I no club on for Kovskin in January. I think he went for a cheap fee in January. No club on for him, bro.
Yeah, it's market opportunity. The same as Marmoush, £56 million, bro. Not even 60 M's. And there he is playing at Man City now. This is what our club do, guys. This is what it does. He talks all the talk about market opportunities and never takes advantage whenever they're on the market. Even like Gyokeres now. Even if Gyokeres was 80 million euros, which is about, that's still cheap. That's still like 70 million.
But you have nothing to do though now. But I think it's overpriced, but you may as well pay.
No, but he's the most calculated risk. Let's be honest. If you're not getting him or you're not getting Osherman, then who? You're not gonna get Haaland out of City. You're not getting Alvarez out of Madrid.
Yeah.
So it makes too much sense to go and get him. Let me bring you guys back in just a minute. Big up Wahaha. Then we can tour with 80 Leon. Oh, look at here we go. Big up Dre. He said, how come qualifying for the Champions League is such a big achievement in football? Club like Arsenal that can actually go on to win it. It's just for the money, bro. It's just for the money. That's all it's for. Big up AFC always, each and every time. Thank you for passing through. YouTube censors our free speech. Gyokeres or bust. That's what it seems like, innit? That's what it seems like. And I think Arsenal's probably taken aback by the way Sesko's carrying on. It hasn't filled me with a nice taste in my mouth. But at the end of the day, I'm not bothered about a release clause, especially if it's more than what we paid for him. Then I'm not bothered about it.
It's just even worth the money, though. So
no. He's not 85.5 million euros. What has he done in football? He ain't Yamal. He ain't Pedri. What has he done? He's not worth that money. This is what I'm trying to say. It's only because he's young. And then I'm sitting there looking at Arteta like, are you Mikel Diddy or something? Like, what does it matter if he's young? We need win now. Gyokeres is the more calculated risk. No one can argue with me about that. Big up Dio as well. Boy 10, you might have seen him in some of the chats. He rates Sesko highly. He's a very big advocate for Sesko, and I ain't got no problem with that. I'm just saying, you haven't got no tangible evidence. You can't bring me numbers. You can't bring me compilations. You can't bring me anything that says this guy's going to bang in the Premier League and he's going to be better than Gyokeres. No one can, because there's not enough sample size.
I don't think anyone can. And that's because the guy, he's missed a one-on-one in the European Championship. That was the striker that we were linked to in the summer of last year. That guy did nothing in the European Championship. And how is that going to be a striker if you cannot score one-on-one? Isak can do better than that. Isak can score one-on-one better than him. He's more clinical than him.
If you see his goal catalog as well with Sesko, it's just outside the box goals. And for me, that's not a striker. That should be a number 10 doing that.
Not a winger.
And for me, that's why I'm just pushing for Isak right now. Just offer the money. Just push for Isak. Everything's for Isak. Everything marketing is for just push for Isak because you may not get him, but the market's awful. So just go all in. Of course, Arsenal are not ambitious to do that, so I know it's for Arsenal.
No. For Arsenal to be ambitious, it still don't even include Isak. Arsenal being ambitious means trying to get Rodrigo and trying to get Gyokeres. That's about as ambitious as we're going to get. And we're not getting Rodrigo. Why is Rodrigo going to want to leave Real Madrid? They keep saying it, unless Rodrigo comes out and says he wants to leave. Why? Unless Alonso says you ain't going to play. And why is he going to say that? Even if he thinks that, he's not going to say it. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's rotating his players. That's why he's benching Rodrigo and giving other players a chance. I don't think he's doing it just for fun. I think he's rotating his team. In the Club World Cup, he's rotating his team. He's rotating like the lineup. That's what he's trying to do. I don't think he's leaving Rodrigo out. I think he's trying to rotate. Arteta would never do that. He would never rotate his team. Big up, Kyle.
Big up, mate. Big up.
How you doing today, bro?
Oh, good, bro. Oh, good. I just said I'd jump on for about 5 minutes because I may head back to work, bro. I think I'm up you later on views, am I?
7 o'clock, that's right. 7 o'clock.
100%, bro. I'm looking forward to that.
Same.
We'll talk a few facts. But I was just having a little bit of lunch there and I was listening to the conversation that was going on. And Just a couple of things.
Yeah.
First of all, it shows how bad world football has gone when the two strikers are Sesko and Gyokeres. It's a shambles. Football, I love football. Football is finished. Too much money and too many players that people make out to be superstars, and they're bang average players. Gyokeres and Sesko wouldn't get into the 2004 team, the 2002 team, the 1998 team, the 1991 team, the 89 team. Wouldn't say the subs bench even. And this is what we're relying on. 85 million for Sesko. That's where the club is, my friends. We're on about paying out 85 million for Sesko, who's absolute fucking rubbish. And will not bring us over the finish line. And the other thing is, our standards are on the ground. I think that we're paying 55 million, 56 million for Supermendy. People are making this fella out to be some kind of Iniesta or Xavi or Fabregas or something like this. Bang average football player.
Apparently he's the new Alonso and Busquets. They tried to compare him to Alonso and Busquets. That's what they say.
I want to ask you all a question. What age is Supermendy?
What age is Supermendy? I think he's 26, I think.
26, 27, around that. Why is he not playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona?
I don't think he's good enough. Maybe he's not good enough to play for Real Madrid.
And also, bro, they're also shameless. They're saying he's very quality because of the teams that wanted him last summer, and Liverpool and Barcelona. Bro, they wanted him because, bro, I don't get.
I'm telling you, no, gentlemen, with the squad that we already have, which is embarrassing, by the way, and with the likes of Supermendy and Sesko coming,
Kepa might be coming.
We are in serious trouble again next season. We're winning that again next season. I'm 6-7.
Can I ask you a question? Of course. What's it with the Chelsea rejects? Why are we buying Chelsea rejects? Do you think?
We've been doing it for years and years and years. It's embarrassing. I'm sick and tired. It was like a Chelsea nursing home. I'm absolutely sick to death of this club. This club is wrecking my fucking head on a daily basis. Now, I'll go into this that wrong views, but I'm actually hearing rumours now that this timber thing is all that's been pushed underneath the carpet. I wonder why. Why is this fucking manager so protected?
Kyle, if you Google Jurgen Timber interview, there's digital complaints. A lot of it's been removed.
It's being snipped. You know, when the media say no, we don't want that news coming out. It's being snipped. Only a part
crazy. What the hell is going on? I remember John Cross would go at Wenger every week in press conferences over decisions.
Exactly.
You don't see that anymore.
Well, the English media protect a lot of these English medias will protect the managers in England.
By the time we might lose a game, he's going to blame the ball again. Apparently, it's not a Premier League ball. It might be the FA Cup ball. But this is football. It's not cricket. Cricket is completely different to football. Yeah, when there's a new ball, it's going to affect the bowlers and it's going to change the game. But this is football.
It's not cricket. He's going to blame it on that, man.
I'm missing so
Carl Vigilante, Igal talking about his Zubermendy's passing, his line numbers apparently.
Igal talks about his shit. He was on Lee Gunner's show a few weeks ago, and I was on the same panel, and I had to listen to him talk shit, and I came at him, and as soon as I came at him, he turned off his fucking camera. But he was able to talk shit, and then when I came on, I said, "Igal, you talk nothing but shit, and I'm not listening to it." Next thing,
you want to know something? Well, he
was going at Shane about the Cup double season. And the season that the European Cup was won. It's like you weren't even there to see that.
Dickheads. I say this is where I'm coming from.
That's absolute like me. Sorry, Carl. That's like me moaning about or saying I saw the '93 Cup double. I was 10 months old when the League Cup was won. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say something here, gentlemen. If you just give me 1 minute. You are young people. I'm answered. I'm nearly 50. I'm 47. But I'm supporting Arsenal Football Club for the last 40 years. So I was lucky enough. My first trophy that I saw Arsenal win was in 1987, the Little Woods Cup against Liverpool. And then I saw us win the same cup against Sheffield Wednesday with the FA Cup in 1993. the Coca-Cola Cup it was called at that time. And I'm being told that the FA Cup and the Carling Cup or the Coca-Cola Cup or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it doesn't matter anymore.
It means everything.
It means everything. Tell me that in 1993 and I jumped around the fucking place. One of the best seasons of my fucking life in 40 years. Tell me what it was like to win the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994 against Parma. Don't give me your fucking shitty gal or any other dickhead that wasn't even around back then. What it was like for this club to win trophies. Now I'm listening, we have bigger fish to fry. The Premier League, the Champions League. Newsflash. We won 3 league titles with possibly our greatest manager in Arsenal's history, Andre Wenger. In my eyes, the greatest manager we ever had is George Graham. That's my opinion. Because I grew up in that era and I saw what they did. And now I'm looking at Gal and these fucking arseholes talking shit. And it hurts me. It fucking gets to me. Because I was around, I know what it was like. And now all of a sudden, these clubs are not good enough. Get the fuck out of here, again. I love to meet the likes of that prick on the street face to face. Because I tell you one thing, I change his fucking attitude quite quick. Fucking pricks. I'm sick of them. But this whole club is fucking full of them anyway. I'm sick of the fan base. When we bet Real Madrid, my phone never fucking stopped. When we got destroyed by PSG, haven't heard a fucking thing since. My phone is dead. I wonder why. I'm sick of it. AFTV the same. Crowd of fucking arseholes. Big George, flip-flop. These lads have big platforms and they should be using their big platforms to tell us how it fucking is. And they don't. They fucking don't. Because it's all about that.
I don't know what that fucking sound is afterwards, like someone's flushing the chain.
That's the volcano.
That is the volcano, everyone. If you don't know who the fucking volcano is, well, now you do, because here he is. And catch him here at 7 p.m. because we're doing it under the lens. We're going to get all of his views, his whole Arsenal journey, everything he wants to get off his chest. I don't know how much longer you've got, mate. You got anything else to say? Or
yeah, I'm just going to jump off now. Viewers, may head back to this fucking shithole. But I'm going back to work. Am I getting £200,000 a week? No, I'm certainly not. I have to go out, earn pittance, and perform, and achieve. And if I don't do that, I don't have a roof over my head. But Arteta gets 15 million a year for fucking failure. No accountability whatsoever in this club, and I'm sick of it. This is going on 22 years now since we last won a league title. This is going on 33 years since our last won league cup. 6 years since the FA Cup. Another 30 plus years since we won a European competition. And I'm listening to this shit. Tottenham fucking Hotspur won a European competition last season and got a Champions League spot. And in my eyes, that's a better season than we fucking had.
Facts.
I'm sick to death of it. Fucking Spurs. And we have this. He should have been sacked on the fucking spot.
Facts.
And we have views. I catch you tonight. Gentlemen, you're all legends. Big up to the chat. If you don't mind, subscribe to Kai Walsh Gunner. Big up to you all.
Mods, get his link in the chat. The absolute legend that is the volcano. Always welcome over here, my brother. Always.
Big up, brother. I see you at 7 p.m.
7 o'clock, my friend. Absolute legend. Big up, Kai Walsh Gunner. And if you want more of that, if you want more of the real, you know what I mean, the real passion from real Arsenal fans, then come back and join us at 7 p.m. because we're having a one-on-one under the lenses back, people. We've got Kyle Walsh Gunner. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we've got Liverpool fan Footy Reacts TV. So I don't know if you guys know about him. And then on Friday, I'm pretty sure you all know Mr. Arsenal Rattler. We've got Do Rag Diaries on Friday, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, under the lens. So come through and show George some love. I'm sure you've seen him all over the internet. So just come and show some love, viewers, innit? I'd really appreciate that. I'm going to get through a couple more of these comments because they've been sitting there forever. Nathan, big yourself up, said Arteta in, brought us back to the big club table. Forever grateful to the legend, Arteta.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Leave the geezer alone. Leave the geezer alone.
Congratulations, you're
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Love the background sound. That's crazy, man.
Well, that's just my trophy, bro. Welcome, congratulations.
Arteta brought us back to the big club table.
Guys, I don't even know what to say to that, bruv.
We never left the banter era.
Go on, Vigilante, sorry.
We never left the banter era, bro. And then just some more on what Kyle said. He's absolutely right. Like, when I hear bullshit like Seaman was in goal for the Champions League final, I had to go punch a fucking door. That is one of the most painful memories as an Arsenal fan I fucking have, mate. Even now, I'm getting angry about it.
Oh, that one hurt my chest, man.
One of the happiest memories I've had in the last 15 years was the 2014 FA Cup final when we finally broke the 9-year trophy drought.
There you go.
And again, on this Real Madrid thing, we beat a far better Real Madrid in 06. Just go and look at the squad Real Madrid had in 06 that we beat.
Mm-hmm.
Please, none of those players now could even hold those players' boots. You think they can go and speak to Zidane, yet alone look at him? R9, Figo, Roberto Carlos, Guti, Casillas, Sergio Ramos.
Ridiculous. Absolutely.
Fuck off.
We had Flamini at left back as well. But that's how far the standards.
We had Senderos, a centre back.
Yes, Philippe Senderos.
Don't need to say anymore.
Dark times. But let me get through a couple more of these comments. Sorry, that one just threw me for a loop. You know why? It's because he's taken us from the depths of hell. We was never in the depths of hell.
Messiah. As if he's the Messiah. He's taken us from hell.
He's the one who took us in the
One of my happiest memories is the 98 Tony Adams.
What, against Everton?
Yeah, mate, I was so happy. I remember sat with my uncles watching.
Even I know that one.
As a kid, I was going wild.
Even I know that one, you know. But you want to know something? Partey and Ethan got 6 days left on their contract. Jeez, let's talk about some of these things. I'm going to get through a couple of these comments and then we'll try and zero in on what some of the people are saying, especially the contract situation. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Shane Raid, as always, I just had to message him privately and say big up for the raid. Definitely saved the stream today. So big up Shane Gooner each and every time. That is my broski. Make sure you guys are watching the Full Irish on playback. And I'm sure you all subscribe to Shane already. Big up AFC always. Big up Godfrey in the building. AJ, he's saying Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man. I do want to get through to some of these, man. People allowed to be Arteta out, but the disrespect is not acceptable. Well, look, I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, my guy, but first and foremost, without sounding rude, there ain't really nothing you can do about it. Just like when people go on the internet and suck Arteta's willy live on the internet, I can't do nothing about that either. You know, when I watch the delusions, when you've seen Jury and Timber come out and basically say it's Mikel Bin Laden that I've been working for, I wasn't fit, I couldn't even run, and the Don still pushed me onto the pitch. When you've got things like that, bro, you're gonna have to take a little bit of disrespect, unfortunately. Because how do you
might listen to this? I think Arteta's at home, just doesn't care. He's just going, oh, don't worry, I don't care about Timber's injury. I don't care. I'm gonna keep playing him. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. Timber will keep playing. We'll keep playing, guys.
Harry Semi-Face, yeah. I know you all know who that is. I called him Semi-Face. You all know who Semi-Face is. He come out and said, Arteta had no choice. Are you kidding me? You literally could have played the fucking mascot at right back. You could have done anything. You could have played. I've already seen Kivior and Calafiori play right back.
You could have Declan Rice at right back. You could have put Rice at right back.
You could have exactly. You could have done anything but played Yuri and Timber, and you decided to play him anyway. I don't think there's anything more damning than that. All of the people that want to keep making excuses for this guy, playing Ben White through injury, playing Declan Rice through a broken toe, rushing Saka back, rushing Havertz back. For what?
Martinelli back as well. He had hamstring as well. Martinelli had a hamstring. You rushed him back at Old Trafford.
So when you're saying the disrespect is not acceptable, it very much is acceptable, bro. And it's not even disrespect just out of boredom or just because we can't be bothered. It's disrespect for a reason. This manager is fumbling the bag.
It's selfish.
It is selfish. He's a terrorist, bro. You don't trust, and these are your players. How can you not trust your players? How can there not be no one on the bench to come on? Be your players.
He bought them players. He bought the players.
Really negligent. How do you play players that are so in such a bad way. I mean, we've had national squad medical staff send our players back. That says it all. Why are they doing it, but not our club?
And then you think our medical staff are saying, Mikel, he really shouldn't be playing. They probably said that I don't think he should be playing, and Mikel's acting like he don't understand English. No habla inglés.
Well, the thing is, who gets paid more, the national squad or Arsenal's medical staff?
Arsenal's medical staff, bro.
So why aren't they doing a better job?
There you go. Oh no, but certain fans are like, surely the medical staff wouldn't clear him if he's not fit. They'll tell you, look, you can physically put him on the pitch, but he ain't gonna be the same player. And Arteta
just see they're not fit, bro. You can see it.
You can.
You see when Rice played with the broken toe, apparently he passed the fitness test. That's why he played him.
Bullshit.
When you see him had the ball, when you see him had the ball, he couldn't even pass the ball properly. That broken toe he had affected him.
Yeah, I'd love to see the results
after the injury for Norway. When he in the Chelsea game, he did not look right.
Yeah, he didn't, and still don't look right now.
Was a miscontrolled pass.
Yeah. And I'd love to see the results of these tests, innit? Because I know they ain't going to come up with whatever we're being told. Big up Mr. Waffle. Big up the legend that is Shane Gooner each and every time. Big up Everest coming through with the raid. You want to know something, Raid? Big up DG2. Appreciate you, my guy, Shane Raid. Basically saved the stream today, people. I'm telling you that. Big up the Phoenix. I should say, Alpha, Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man, each and every time. Make sure you subscribe into him. You probably are already. Warlord 187, Raid. Big up Shane. Big up AFC always. Big up AJ. Nathan, of course not, but tell that to Arteta in as well before they are just as disrespectful. Yeah, the Arteta inners, man. They're just lemons, bro. Also, everything you gotta say is bad. Well, why is everything you gotta say positive? That's not good either, is it? It's not. It's lemons. It's dumb. But anyway. Big up Mr. Battered. Big up Views, legendary chat. Big yourself up, my bro. Hope you're well today. Another Liverpool fan in the building. Big up Godfrey saying Shane the legend. Absolutely. Big up Dre, our manager previously stated not to accept second place. So why a year later do you say if you can't be the best of the rest? What changed besides our increased salary? That's a good question. That's what I'm saying. The goalpost move, bro. The sentiment that they carry for this man. It's like he's a family member and he's not just the person that's the manager of our football team. It's actually disgusting. I don't know any other team where it's like this. I mean, like I said, I'll ask you guys, I'll ask you guys before I move on. Our manager previously stated not to accept second place, which he did. Yeah, then a year later, say if you can't be the best of the rest. What do you think about that?
I think he's lying, to be honest. I think he's just saying that, but he might be coming out with an excuse saying that we had injuries, we had red cards. Oh, but look, we had the VAR decisions. When every team has had bad VAR decisions.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world. Every team has had bad VAR decisions. It's not down to the place. It's down to the officiating, the way Howard Webb sets out, the way Howard Webb says about decisions.
You're blaming red cards. Players as well. It is poor discipline by the players.
I don't know if Arteta tells these players to be careful.
He does. Like David Raya, he's Dora the Explorer's cousin, just wandering around the pitch out of his box. He never stops.
Arteta guy tells him to get him out of his goal.
That scares me, man.
By the way.
No. But if you keep watching it, Kwaja, he does it every game, and it weren't. Yeah. He wasn't doing it at the start of the season. I never noticed that as much. So it's definitely something that's being trained into them. Because the one game that we got to saw Norbert Neto play, he was doing the same thing and nearly saved the ball.
He was diving.
Ramsdale did the same thing.
If he dived outside the box, he would have got a red card.
No, he would have. Stupid. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Outside the box.
They need to dive.
Remember, was it Saliba that got sent off because he had to take someone out because Raya was so far out his box? Yeah. That's on Raya.
It was against Bournemouth.
It's on Raya, but what I'm saying is
left Saliba no
Lewis
choice.
Skelly got sent off as well against West Ham. Lewis Skelly came out. Raya came out of his goal. Lewis Skelly got sent off.
What I'm saying is, they're being told to do that,
and then he got sent off.
They're being told to do that. They're being told to take longer on free kicks. They're being told to take longer on throw-ons. They're being told to for the keeper to come out because now all of a sudden your 4 at the back becomes a 5. Arteta thinks he's being smart, but we're not set up in a way to kind of handle that because the moment the team push up onto us, we saw what happened with Mateta. We saw what happened with Neto. Like, and Lee Gunner's been calling it out.
He didn't even lob him. Remember, Anthony Gordon just whipped one.
Just whipped one, didn't even lob him. So, and Lee Guns has been calling out that this is going to happen to this guy for time. Like it's being coached into him.
I've never screamed at a goalkeeper so much in a game. Every game, I'm screaming at the screen, get the fuck back in your box.
Yeah. When do you see goalkeepers get out of their goal so high? I've seen some goalkeepers stay in their goal.
Never seen
goalkeepers stay in their goal because they know they don't want to get locked. They just want to stay in their goal.
And what is this thing about ball playing keepers? They're goalkeepers.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's all from Pep, and then someone's tried to take it on, and I don't know what they tried to do, but it's not working.
Doing FIFA where you grab the goalkeeper and go and score against your friend.
Yeah, that's what they want to try and do.
Step overs around the world.
Big up Godfrey, man. He's saying big up Everest. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Big up DG2, done talking, Abs and Kojo. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yes, man. Share it around. Obviously, the numbers of half is up by 80. And now we've got 40, but for all the people that stuck around, nothing but love. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys are hitting the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to the people up on the panel. I do want to try and get through some of the comments now quickly, though, guys. Godfrey, like and subscribe. AFC, always Arteta has failed for 5 years. That's another thing I want to say. He's only had one bad year. No, he's only had 2 good years, and he still didn't win anything with it. Big up Mr. Waffle, my broski. Smash up the like. Sorry, what?
He bottled the league, and people are saying, "Oh, that's negative." Oh, but keep Arteta. It's not failure. Can someone explain to me how can he not win the league, being 8 points clear? You see, Liverpool, they didn't bottle the league. They won the league comfortably.
Bottle jobs, bro. Bottle jobs. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you've had everything that you've
bottle job in Premier League history, you've had 248 days top of the league, not winning it. That's the biggest bottle job in Premier League history. I don't think anyone.
I don't know actually. I don't know. We'd have to do some checking, but it's up there. It's up there. It's not acceptable regardless. Regardless of
top. I think we're top. Looks like it. We are.
Have you ever known a manager to need a holiday halfway through the season to Dubai?
No one does that. No one goes to Dubai.
And it's a holiday. Let's get it right. It's not training. It's a fucking holiday. He just wants to take
it for training camp. Well,
when I'm seeing players sign autographs, what are they doing? That's not training.
Guys. Yeah. No, it ain't training. You're on holiday. You're on holiday. You're on holiday. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're absolutely right. Just like with the pictures, and I've seen someone even said in the chat, "Oh, that's his personal life," and I don't quite agree on that, and all that kind of stuff. Well, do more to get it covered up then, because look at this Timber story. Yeah, not all of that came out in the UK. People are having to do some deep dives just to try and find the rest of the story. And at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, if someone at the club or if Arteta came out and said, well, look, we've got Berta in now. He's our sporting director. He's got all the power. I don't need to be here. He knows what I want. But of course, we know that ain't the case. Hold on, no, guys. Hold fire, because I do want to get through a couple more of these comments. There's loads and I'm barely getting anywhere. Big up Nathan. Hold on, what did he just say? He said, respect to Arteta for what? That's what Mr. Battered was saying. Nathan said, Godfrey, I hear they call Arsenal the Kaiser Chiefs of the UK. Bro, we ain't winning shit, bro. Nathan, what has he actually done apart from wasted 21 winnable trophies? He won the FA Cup right away, but like I said, how much credit does that give you? It don't give you half a decade. It don't allow you to spend nearly $1 billion, and still it don't. But anyway, Nathan also says AFC always, that's a lie. We were struggling for top 5. Now we're struggling for the title. We weren't struggling for top 5. Arteta's first 3 seasons, we didn't even get into the Champions League places, 8th, and 5th. I don't understand where people seem to. It's like they have a brain freeze when it comes to those
20th at one point. Was Spurs first?
You're making up scenarios. Unai Emery finished 5th.
Arteta's the only manager in Arsenal history to be 20th when Spurs were first.
Not just that.
Fuck off at the club.
Unai Emery finished 5th in the season after when he got sacked. He was joint 6th. He didn't even finish the league yet. So I don't know where all this from hell has come from, because we was nowhere near the bottom of the table. We was nowhere down 8th or 10th or none of that shit. That was Arteta. First 2 years, 8th. 3rd year now, he shouldn't even have been at the club. But the 3rd year, we get 5th and we miss out on Champions League to Spurs. You should have been sacked.
He bottled top 4. He should have left.
That's what I'm trying to say. We missed out on the Champions League to Spurs because we finished 5th. That is my point exactly. So coming into 22-23, when we started playing well, you shouldn't even have been at the club. So I don't want to hear about he's only had one bad year. He's taken us from hell. No, he hasn't. You're the one who put us in those positions, man. Honestly, that one really gets on my nerves. Big up the legend.
You believe in those fans?
What?
Do you believe in those Arsenal fans that say? I'd like to ask Views and Vigilante the same question. Do you actually believe in Arsenal fans saying he's taken us some hell?
No, they're idiots.
Fuck no.
They're idiots, bro. They're I don't, it's like I said, they're just lemons, innit? Like if your mum says, "Oh, just go out and take the rubbish," then obviously because it's your parent, you're gonna go out and take the rubbish, and that's what these Arsenal fans are like. Whatever the club says, they just accept it, and that is absolute bullshit, bro. Absolute.
Has anyone been to Wembley for a Community Shield? Has anyone been to Wembley to a Community Shield?
No, I wouldn't go for that.
What a
you
waste
mad?
Because have you seen the Arsenal fans in 2023? They were
It's equivalent to the Emirates Cup in pre-season.
Yeah.
They were celebrating.
It's played under friendly rules, so no one can call it a super cup.
And you can get into it without winning anything.
They got champagne. It was just they threw the bottle and there was champagne throwing it. They were celebrating it.
It's a glorified dinner plate, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen in the dressing room? They were celebrating. They were doing selfies of a Community Shield, man.
Yeah, well, they've got.
Rice was taking selfies after a quarter-final.
A dickhead manager.
Quarter-final.
They've got a dickhead manager that glorifies failure, so of course it's going to rub onto the players. But let me get through a few more of these comments. Big up DG2. He's saying, Nathan, the disrespect is to hire a rookie when he had a proven winner in Emery who wasn't backed. Yes, Arteta has done a good job. He's done an all right job. Now it's time to get a better manager. Facts, he can't get across the line, bro. He can't get across the line. Big up Techers. Hold on, I just fucking have I missed my place in the queue again? No, I haven't. AJ's putting up Shane Gooner's link. I appreciate that each and every time. AFC always, Nathan. It's not a lie, though. Is it what has he actually with his own team? Yeah, he's done nothing with his own team. I definitely agree on that. Hold on, what is going on for this? Let me scroll down. AFC broke our scoring record twice, best defense in the league, first title challenge in a decade, first CL semi-final in decades. Bro, like you lot are putting.
It's not decades, man.
Oh my god!
Have you seen a semi-final record? Have you seen a semi-final record?
Who gives a fuck? It's a semi-final.
Exactly.
What do you want to be in the final?
Make
we haven't
the
been
final.
to Wembley since 2020.
Bro,
we scored 2 goals and conceded 11 in the semi-final.
While we've got fans like this, while we've got 11 like this,
scored twice. That's how embarrassing it is.
While we've got fans like this, and there's more of them than there are us. This is why nothing will change at Arsenal, because whenever they try and put their finger on the pulse, most of these lemons are like, yes, it's all great, it's all lovely. This is why we're going to have a problem. But anyway, let me bring in Techers. I don't think I've seen you on here before. How you doing, bro? You there? Can you hear me? He's not on mute. Techers?
He's on mute.
You're on mute?
He's on mute.
All right, we'll wait for him to come back in. Big up Jimbo. I hope it goes well for you, Vigilante. It is a hard process. It is a hard process, and we all hope it goes well. AJ saying, Nathan, 1 trophy from a possible 22. Don't lie. No, it don't. Jimbo, who else you going to get, for fuck's sake? Are you talking about a manager? I will get any. I hate when people say that, bro. It's a lazy argument. I'll tell you what we'll go and do. We'll go and get Man City's assistant. That's what we'll go and do, like we went and done last time. How about that?
States manager, Millwall's manager.
Fabregas. We might get Cesc Fabregas as well.
Oh, no, please. No,
everyone's saying no, right?
That's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. I swear to that is what's going to happen.
I hear you.
I don't want no former player, bro.
What I'm saying is this, right? I don't want him either, because I don't want to do this ex-player thing anymore. I want a proven winner. However, he's shat all over Arteta in what he's done in the game already. Yeah.
And he's
people talk about Zidane. People say about Zidane going to Real Madrid, but he's still a proven winner. People say, oh, but Zidane played for Real Madrid. He coached Real Madrid. That's what the top winners are going to say.
Zidane was a great player, man. One of the best to ever play. These people that speak of him, they've never seen him fucking kick a ball.
Yeah, have they even seen the headbutt? Have they even seen anything? And honestly, these people, man, it does.
The Champions League goal, you know what I'm talking about, Views, don't you? The volley.
The volley, of course.
Voted the best Champions League goal ever scored.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, Kajua. Go and just look it up on your phone now. Zidane Champions League final goal.
Final volley.
One of the best volleys you'll ever see in your life.
I'm sure that was all barring in and that.
We also seen about the top gunners. They also said that Odegaard was Iniesta.
There he goes. I think I heard him then.
Yeah, I think so. How's your mic? Is it working, Techers? No.
Why is it doing that?
Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think it's going well.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Kadra, mute yourself, bro. Let him speak.
Oh, I've got massive.
And now you've stopped again.
I've got massive delay at the moment, so it's like 20 seconds behind.
All right. Well, I'll shut up for a minute and let you get what you want to say off your chest.
How's it going, gents?
Good.
Go on, my bro. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Massive delay. What have you got on your chest today, man?
I was typing in the chat earlier, and I could see a lot of people talking about Arteta.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And here's my thoughts. So, with Arteta, I think he's brought us to the ceiling of what he can do, his capabilities as a manager.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we do need to get someone in that's going to bring us to the next level. The problem is, who do we get?
There's quite a few.
Who do we get?
There's Mancini. There's Ancelotti. Well, not Ancelotti. Allegri.
Conte.
That's it. Conte.
Simeone probably ain't going to be in Saudi. He's only there for 2 years because of the money he's getting.
Italian managers have the best record in the Premier League. They always win the league in their first season.
Roberto Mancini has won it. He won the league with Man City.
I would love Mancini. Big up Gianni if you've seen him.
He won with Italy.
He makes a good point.
He beat us on penalties. He beat us on penalties at Wembley.
Kadra, you know what? Let's mute ourselves. Let's let Tekka speak a bit, bro.
Okay.
He's only just jumped on.
I just think whatever manager we get,
I think he's
still going to struggle under this ownership. They've been in charge for roughly 21 years. Not won any silverware. No Premier League titles.
Yeah, no, you're right. The ownership definitely.
And we're just going to keep just rotating managers, and it ain't good enough.
I can agree. The owners are definitely, I think, obviously where the buck ends. But for me, that doesn't allow Arteta to just be there, because some players say, or some fans, or who you're going to get. There's millions of people out there, bro. We literally got this guy from Man City as their assistant. What qualifications did he have? What team did he manage before? So we can't get any lower than that. Hold on, Kwaja, because you're muted, I think. So we can't get any lower than that. You're absolutely right, Tekers. What we do agree on is I hate the management as well. I don't think they care about our club. 20 years nearly in control. We're not even on their LinkedIn. They don't put any of their own money into this club. So we can totally agree on that. But I ain't going to agree on who you're going to get, because who did we get to begin with? We got someone with no experience, no CV.
Views, Normski's in the back, bro.
Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry. Let's get Normski on. So, when we started this, when they say who you're going to get, we'll go and get anyone. I'll go and get the janitor. Yeah. He's probably got about the same experience as Arteta. Let's be honest. This guy came with no experience. So look, while I'm not trying to disrespect what you're saying, I'm just saying to Techers or to any other of the fans that say, well, who are you going to go and get then? Anybody. Anybody's qualified. Anybody. The janitor, the car wash man, because they came in with about as many qualifications as Arteta did. And someone argued with me about that. Do you know what I mean? How about we go and get Man City? Whoever's Pep's number 2, how about we go and get them now? Because that's all we done last time. And he's been here for half a decade. We're making him better. When he leaves Arsenal, he'll go on to get a better job.
I think with Arteta though, with Arteta, he's got us to a point where we were terrible. We had Kolasinac, we had Mustafi, we had a Koscielny where he was fading off, holding.
Listen, my guy. I honestly, I appreciate it.
Now he's built us to compete, but it's just got to a point we can't.
Here we are. Sorry, my guy. What did you say? I forgot. Sorry.
Can't get it over the line. He's
got us competing. Look, we're competing again. Ding, 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 ding. So if we get out the bingo dippers, we're already starting on the line. I need to change this a bit though, because taking us from the depths of hell It all goes into the same thing. He's got us competing again. Competing for what, bro? How do you know that Emery wouldn't have got us competing? What? How did Emery even get a chance to do anything? He didn't. He didn't get backed just because he couldn't speak English as well as Arteta. I'm still confused when this guy talks.
Oh, he's gone.
What has he got us doing, bro? Our wage bill is a mess. We still got shit players now. Sorry. So I'm looking at the wrong screen. Someone's come in, someone's come out. Big up Everest. Big up Normski in the building. Big up everyone, man. I'm going to get to you in just a moment, my guy. But I thought I'd have to put this up because I'm sick of this narrative, bro. He's taking us from the depths of hell. Where is he taking us from? Unai Emery finished 5th. What are you talking about? He finished 5th. Then Arteta came in. We finished 8th twice and then 5th again. So I don't know what hell he's taking us from. I honestly don't know, bro. Man's talking about Mustafi and that. Look who we've got now. Sologard, you know, Martinelli, players like they're not good enough.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now. I know there's a bit of a delay as well, so it's probably not going to help, my guy. I know there is. Before I bring you back in, though, Normski, my bro, what are you telling me?
Yeah, I mean...
Hold on a minute, because sorry, because I know there's a bit of a delay. I'll bring you right back in. I'm just going to bring in Normski. He's jumped in. I don't know if you're at work or not. What are you telling me?
Yeah, I wasn't...
I'm at work, and, you know, sometimes you have to just jump in and just see what I want, you know what I mean?
Yes, man.
And big up to the panel and big up to the chat. Boy, I'm hearing this. I keep hearing this narrative. I've heard it for now 6 years about his brought us from the depth of hell and whatnot. Yeah, I shared with Shane a couple of days ago. One of my streams came up on my timeline. I did this back then. It was on Zoom, so you know how far back we're going. Yeah. And I said in that particular stream, because it was pre-recorded, I said I was duped. I was duped into believing that this manager was going to take us to the next level. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because he came in and said that he was going to change the culture of this club. Yeah? And I thought, oh, all right, here we go. Yeah, he came in, and I remember Lacazette, they were in training, and Lacazette decided that he was going to do one of his little flicks. He said, none of that. Yeah, I thought, oh, we got one, we got a right one there.
Yeah.
But I got dupes, man. You do not give a novice, right, car keys to an 18-wheel juggernaut. Somebody that's been driving a three-wheeler, robbing Reliant, you don't go, take these keys. I've said it all the time. I've said it on my own shows and on my own channels and whatever. You do not go and give the keys to a novice. We are not a potty training club. You understand? Yeah? We're out of nappies.
I can hear you now, by the way.
Let me finish, my brother. Let me finish.
I can hear you now.
This nonsense about he's taken us up from the depths of hell is an absolute joke. Yeah. And this man caused us, to finish 8th twice. We bottled top 4 to Tottenham. Yeah. At one point we were sitting how many points above the relegation? I think one time we was in the relegation.
It was like 20th or something.
Right. It's called Arteta amnesia. That's what it's called. And we need to get out of this thing, right? I don't know what these guys have got over this Arteta and why he's sucked these guys in. And I know, big up to your views. I know you're saying about we're the insurgent, and I get it, because with the cult meaning is a small whatever. I think when we look at it in the context of Arteta, this man can do no wrong. Yeah. That's why I call him Teflon.
Yeah.
I call him Teflon. He can't do no wrong. We cannot be going 6 years, 750 million spent, 750 million pounds spent, and we're no further forward. And you're thinking second place 3 times in a row is acceptable. No, what he's done is bred a culture of mediocrity in this club to the point where it's filtered from the board, it's filtered right down through the players, it's filtered through the fans, and now content creators, the media have bought into this, right? Arteta has got these guys by the gonads, and he's the one that's in control. I thought Berta coming in, you know the T-wire settings, was the man to come in and deal with him. No, the real man, the real man is at the top, and that's Arteta. He's controlling everything. The man is on holiday. He can do what he wants. Everybody's having a guy. Listen, as you said, Views, all he needed to do is come out and say, Berta's taking care of business. we're in a situation where we don't even know if we're coming or going with Sesko or Gyokeres. And then you've got people turning around saying, "Oh, how dare Sesko talk about including a release clause in this contract?" I'll tell you why he's thinking like that, because he knows that this club ain't going nowhere. Yeah, right. And then they will say, "Well, if we went to Real Madrid or Barcelona, he wouldn't do that." Yeah, I'll tell you why, because they're winners. That's why. So let's get out of this mediocrity. Let's stop protecting this manager. And there are managers out there. The man is paid 15.6 million, the fourth highest paid manager in the world. How on earth has somebody got paid a rewarded 15.6 million for coming second 3 times in a row? And this year or last season, we dropped off big time. We was more closer to fourth place than we are to first place. And it's only because Liverpool took their foot off the gas. Right? And Newcastle, Chelsea, if it was a few more games, they would have caught us. What would you have said then? And everybody said, "Oh, they didn't beat us by 10 points." No, because they took their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of this now. Let's stop gaslighting this brother. Yeah? He's not good enough. He's the man before the man. You've taken as far as you can. You said it that season when we bottled eight points. You turned around after that, said, "You know what, maybe it's time that maybe I've taken this club as far as I could." So why didn't you just do it the honourable thing and walk? No,
15.6
million pound was coming your way.
15.6 goals.
Right? Let me say this. No, let me say this as well. You're telling me that there's not managers out there. If you said to Inzaghi, "Yo, I'm gonna pay you 15.6 million," you think the man won't come? You think the man won't come? And I'll tell you what, Inzaghi would take this team over the line. You got Enrique, done a treble with Barcelona, comes to PSG, right? Where there was a load of prima donnas, yeah? They've left. What does he do with them? Treble. Wins the Champions League. And this team under Enrique will be a problem. Enrique's on 9.6 million. Inzaghi was on 5.6 million. You add those two together, they still don't meet Arteta's value of 15.6. There was 15.2 million between them. I'm gonna finish here and let my brother come back in.
Cook it. We'll let Tekers come in, because obviously he feels like maybe, I don't know. Do you feel like Arteta is the man to take us over the line? I mean, have you had your thoughts swayed a little bit? What's your thoughts?
What's going on? Sorry, I had 20-second delay views, so every time I was speaking, you was like either behind me or I was ahead of you. We couldn't get over like what I was trying to say. So I think Arteta's hit the ceiling with what he can as a manager for this club. I think if he doesn't win anything, that's it. He's got to go. I'm sorry, I'm on the last line with him. Right. But I'll give him credit. He's taken us from when we had a mediocre defence. We was an embarrassment to watch. It was really horrible to see our team at one point. And he's got us competing. But I want silverware now. And I'm going to push managers aside now. I want to talk about the owners of our football club. They have owned this club for 21 years. We've only had 4 FA Cups under them. No Premier Leagues. At one point, we were spending the most on season tickets. The whole smokescreen was we need to sell off players to Manchester City, to Man United, to pay off this stadium. That is an excuse, because I've seen Tottenham move into their stadium and still spend money on players, but we're still spending more on season tickets than what they currently are and what Chelsea are. I mean, it's not good enough from our owner's perspective. I mean, they're distant with our club as it is. They haven't, I just really want ambitious owners that care and love our football club. We won Premier Leagues under David Dean. We had elite teams under him. Our team is literally on the point. It's very close to being an elite team. We need 3 or 4 players away from being like an elite team, and we're so close. And it's frustrating because I feel like Arteta hasn't got that managerial experience. I still see him as a coach, not a manager. Do you see what I mean? There's a gap from being a coach and a manager. He's still young. That's what I was just gonna say. To be honest with you.
Oh, that's fine. Still young, still a coach.
Do you think? Sorry, what's his name? What's the fella's name? Tekers. Do you think Arteta is a good tactician coach? You said he's not a good manager because he doesn't manage the players well. Yeah, in terms of their personal thing and in terms of what he does with them, in terms of injuries and all that. But do you think he's a good coach tactician?
I think at times when there's a player playing bad, like I went to a few of the games last season and I watched Odegaard and he just weren't up to it. And it's like, bring on Nweri. Why can't you just bring him on? I know he's a right winger. Why don't you just put him in the central cam position or the centre mid so he can drive forward? Because he seems like he's got flair. He wants to run an attack. He wants to pop shots. Give him the chance. He's 17. Let him display what he can do at his age. It's just tactics like that. I'm just like, go ahead with it. Just do it. Like, why do you want to sit back and just hold the ball and play it sideways all the time? We need a goal where the low block is just not working. Like, it's working effectively against us. We just can't penetrate it, you know?
It's stubbornness, really.
Yeah, because they've worked us out. They've worked out we're too predictable and we're too easy to play against. That's all you simply do. Your team talk will be get a couple of players on Saka. Yeah, we know what they're gonna do from the back. Where yeah, you know exactly what did Thomas? I don't know if it was Thomas Frank or the guy from Crystal Palace manager Glasner said. He said he knew that Raya was gonna come out, and we said, well, let's take a chance. That's how easy it is to play against us. Yeah, because we do exactly the same thing. And the thing is, for me, when we was really playing fluid football in that 22-23 season, although we bottled it, the question that everybody should be asking this manager is why have we gone from playing fluid football to playing the pragmatic, Aram football, whatever what you want to call it,
terrorist football.
Yeah, terrorist football.
Your bowels,
why have we gone to that? Because the fact is, this guy is too frightened to lose the game. He would rather not lose the game, but that's why we're in a situation where we dropped 21 points from winning position and drawn 14 games. Imagine if we won 7 of those games. We would then be in a title charge with Liverpool. But we never, ever, at any point during last season, did we ever challenge them. Even when Saka was fit, even when, what's the name?
Exactly.
I have us in the 21 games that he played, only scored 9 goals. And I'll tell you this one, when he was missing those goals, what was everybody? Everybody in the fan club was saying, fan base was saying, we need a striker. We need a striker. We need a striker. And I'll say, what I'll say,
exactly.
Oh no, don't worry, we got goals all round. And then as soon as it started going pear-shaped, and they were losing players left, right, and centre, till in the end, you have to end up playing Moreno as our IT solution up front. Yeah, then he's calling in January. Oh, we need a striker. Oh, it's them upstairs. So what does the fan base do? They start blaming the owners. And yes, I absolutely agree with you. These owners came in. What's the name came in? Stan came in when he came in. He said, "I didn't come in here to win trophies." Yeah, he didn't come in to win trophies. And that stayed with us. You understand? Yes, they put their hands in their pocket, but they're content to finish in top 4. As long as you keep us in top 4, then we're cool. Yeah, and that's what Arteta is. Like another Wenger. He's like the go-between them. But you don't go and reward a manager. That's a mediocre manager, 15.6 million. That's
do you not think that, there was a phase with Wenger? It felt like he was puppet to our owners. Like he was making all these weird decisions with transfers, and it just didn't make sense. And do you feel that that's kind of reflected onto Arteta a little bit? Do you think our owners have a say in that? Because he started off really well.
I'll let you take that, bro. Because I know I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. We can blame the owners to the cows come home, and I think they probably did because Arteta came in and was saying all the right things, wasn't he? He was doing all of the right things, right?
So why has it changed? Is what I'm asking.
Because he's the company man now. But at the same time, it doesn't mean just because we're going to look at the Cronkies, we're not going to look at Arteta. Was the Cronkies standing on the sideline when he kept pushing Timber onto the pitch to play? Was it the Cronkies that said rush Saka back to play?
I
understand what I'm saying, Teko.
I hear that.
There's only so much this season. I don't want to hear about how good Arteta is because he's been rubbish. He's made bad decisions all over the season. We only
another one you can't blame.
Hold on, because I ain't even done yet. We only just got back at Anfield 2-2. What's the first thing this dickhead does? Puts on 2 defenders. When's the last time we won at Anfield? 2012. He's too
September 2012. We're going to Anfield in this season.
Hold on, I'm not even done. All the people that say, "Oh, look at where we are now." How are we playing good football? This football is rubbish. Troops is falling asleep on lives. Curtis Shaw will tell you it's the cure for insomnia.
I've fallen asleep.
Service. This is the worst football I've ever seen. I'm 41 years of old. This is the worst football I've ever seen my team play.
Yeah.
We're doing long. I'm not even done. We're doing long. I'm not even done. I'm putting you back in. We're doing long. Have you got to go? Sorry, I'm on.
No. I just want to just come back and just say something quickly. My mate, Bax was back in Odegaard. Yeah, he got a couple of tickets to go. And I remember them posting online to me and go. I said, hang on a minute. I thought we guys were friends. Yeah, what's going on? Why about that game? Anyway, he basically said this. He goes, Norms. He goes, Odegaard. He just shook his head. He says, I saw him live. He says, the guy's rubbish.
I agree with you.
The guy's rubbish. He goes, the guy, all he does is literally dance on the ball. Literally dances on the ball, spins on the ball. Yeah, that's all he does. And he says when he's meant to take a shot, he doesn't take a shot.
Right.
It's great. It's great him taking a shot last game, one of the last game of the seasons.
Right.
I mean, come on, you should have been doing that right the way through the season.
Nomski's all the hair flicks as well. He does more hair flicks than goals.
Forgot about the hair flicks as well. Yeah.
Then the snot in his hair. He puts all the snot and he wipes it in his hair.
Do you not want to see my garden right now? I've got loads of balls in there from Odegaard shooting last season. What happened to him? Honestly, I've been to majority of the games and I love watching Odegaard play, but there's times where he just unnecessarily in the final third slows down the tempo. He's a Saka merchant when he seeks out Saka. But what about Martinelli and the other forwards? I mean, you know, we was a bit in terms of forwards last year with all the injury crisis and all of that. I can give him a bit of backlash. We ain't got a proper striker, an in and out striker, but last year, like watching him play, he was terrible against Madrid, by the way, in both legs. Rice carried him and Partey carried him.
100%.
Like, you know, like there's no excuse for a captain for doing that. I want Rice to be the captain next year.
You know, in the Madrid game, Odegaard nearly cost the first goal.
Yeah.
I've got photo evidence of this, right? He is stood offside behind the Madrid wall in the box. He then runs towards where Rice actually strikes the ball. If he moves 1 second earlier, that ball hits him. Offside and obstruction. No first goal.
Your mic's muted, by the way.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah.
Did anyone think Odegaard was world class by any chance?
Fuck no.
No, it's not.
No, but I did think that he'd still be a very good player for us after 22-23. You know, the same for Martinelli. And if it don't work, it don't work. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all it is. But like I said, it's like teacher's pet. So I just want to kind of go back to Tekka's point when he's talking about kind of how we were playing and all that. Like, this is the worst football I've ever seen us play. It is pragmatic. We're doing long throws in a semi-final. You know, we're wasting minutes taking free kicks to not even beat the first man. We're taking 2 minutes to take a throw on. This is by design. Yeah, we've got a goalkeeper coming out to play rush keeper. So the tactics is bad. There's no plan B. You're too scared of losing more than you're going to throw the sink at a game to try and win it. Look at what you've done to Ethan. So this season, I understand what you're saying, Tex. I want the owners gone yesterday. I wanted them gone ever since they've turned up here. They're not right for our club. So we can definitely agree on that. Arteta, he's done okay. But when people act like he's really brought us from this place, I'm looking at it like, are you kidding me? Have you seen what our wage bill looks like now? Have you seen how many players have left our club for a free? We spent nearly £1 billion and we don't have a world-class player.
I hear that. I hear it.
Like, geez, I said it. We've got a Conference League squad on Champions League money, basically.
Yeah.
Did anyone see that we had the money? I remember we was talking about. Apparently, we earned a lot of money for being in the Champions League. That was absolute bullshit. I can't lie.
Can I ask the panel a question? What difference do you see between the quality of our squad to Chelsea's, who've just won the conference? What overall difference is there in terms of quality do you see? So I don't see much.
Go on, I'll let you man answer it.
I think, I mean,
Just
I don't really watch
it.
Chelsea that much, to be honest with you, but I know I've got relatives that are massive Chelsea fans. They rave on about Caicedo. They say Gyokeres turning into a bit of a player. I think when I look at that Chelsea team, to get things right for them, all they need is a goalkeeper and a few centre-backs, and then the proper forwards, and then they're good to go. That's literally, that's how far away they are.
Yeah.
See, they're further ahead than we are. We've gone back.
Look at their season last year. That their target was to get into champs and win the one competition that they were in.
Well, look at our squad's going to be even thinner next season, bro.
Oh, well, because people don't realize that, do they? We've got players going out. Everyone keeps looking at who's going to come in. We're going to end up in the same position as we was last year, because that's what happened last year. We've got players.
What did we have last year? 24 players, was it?
Well, something
24,
like
22, I think. Like
something
that.
like
so you
that.
take Neto and Sterling out of that. You take Ethan out of that. Jorginho out of that. Partey out of that.
Tierney as well. Tierney's gone.
So there's how many is that? What, 6 players already?
I'm trying to say, people don't realize it. So when people are like, we need 10 players. No, we don't. We only need 1 or 2 players. Like, are people that dumb at maths? I'm not even the best.
So
we need about 4 players right now.
18 players going
we
into
need
next
6 players,
season.
bro, because Partey could be gone. Tierney's already gone. Neto and Sterling are already going as well. That's 4 players. That's 4
we
already.
Centre back as well.
Exactly. That's 4 players gone already. Kivior might go. Zinchenko might go. That's 6. And we ain't bought anyone.
I saw highlights of that Seville midfielder, the French one we were linked with. He looks good for 15 million. I will take him. I'll take him.
Agume.
Norms wants to just jump out, bros.
Oh, right. Always welcome, my bro. Legend, man. Mods, get Normski's link in the chat, man. This is my broski. Message me for Under the Lens as well whenever you can.
Big up Norms.
Big up Norms, man. Each and every time. I know he's having mic problems. Thank you for jumping on, my bro. Let's get his links in the chat. Let's make sure we're subscribing to Norms. And to be honest with you, I'm just looking at the time. Time has flown today, so people are going to start coming back through the door. Let me get through one or two more of these comments because I feel like I'm taking the piss if I don't. But no, man, there's some good talking points. And like I said, Techers, we do agree on some of the things, and I think we do agree wholly that Arteta's kind of got us as far as he can get us to. But the one thing I do want to just say is that this whole we're playing great football, I just can't see it, bro. I just don't. And our wage bill is worse than it was. Do you know what I'm saying? We still ain't got a striker. We've got a million defenders that ain't we don't know if they're defenders or midfielders. Like, we're all over the place, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what we've been doing for the last half a decade. I honestly don't.
I wanted to go back.
Telling me we're winning a treble next season.
Who was?
One of my friends. One of my friends keep telling me.
Yeah, I wanted to go back about the tactics of how we play a little bit. Do you feel like, that Martinelli drops back as an inverted winger, and we got Saka? He likes to cut in. He likes to run up wide, cut in from the side of the pitch, go into wide areas. I feel like with the way that Martinelli tracks back and our Havertz, he runs back. Is it because Mikel Arteta doesn't trust our midfield's defending? Like, why do we sacrifice so much attack for just dropping back into midfield so much? Like, I want that striker to just make that run in behind. I want that left winger to do the same. Look how PSG caught people off. What do? Make runs in behind on the flanks constantly. Hakimi up the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that as much.
Arteta is so scared to lose a game. He locks up every possible way he can.
It's like a sponge, isn't it?
So scared.
Yeah.
Like before the PSG second leg, someone made a good point in Shane Gooner's comment. He would rather go there and lose 1-0 instead of go for it.
Yeah, and get battered 4-0, 5-0.
Yeah. Well, I would rather we've thrown everything at them, not do long throws. That's the only thing we did do was throw.
There's games this season against PSG and other teams, even in the league, Fulham, Everton. We were chasing the game, and you're bringing on like for like and defenders. We need a goal. Like, why are you so stubborn to not bring on
League Cup semi-final, bro? Like I said, I was there at the first leg. People left before the subs were on.
Well, there you go, bruv. Because
we're 2-0 down, and he brings on Calafiori and Jorginho.
Yeah, and Tekers is right. This guy, he wants to defend. He's more scared to lose than he wants to go and win, and that's why Arsenal are now feeling the ramifications of that. We're missing out on market opportunities. We need to play teachers' pets in those positions. Havertz, Odegaard, players of that ilk. Yeah, Saka even. We're missing out on market opportunities because of that.
Well, we're going to miss out on our own quality academy players and Ethan in 6 days.
Max Doman as well.
Exactly. This is my whole point. He turns every player
into 18 yet, so he's still fine under contract.
Hold on, Vigilante. He turns every player into a spork. He takes all of the creativity away, any of the freedom, any of the personality, any of the backbone. You're not allowed to do it. Tekers, you were just talking about how much people run back. What is this, bro? This is football. Yeah? You're not seeing Ancelotti asking or Slot asking Salah to track back. But Arteta's physically having a go at people that are not tracking back. Miles Lewis-Skelly, he inverts into midfield. Moreno, false 9, drops down into midfield. All of a sudden, that 3 becomes a 5. That's all he wants to do. And then your back 4 becomes a 5 as well because you've got your keeper there. You're just trying to just jam it up. Have more players in each area of the field. And we're still looking shit. We scored 69 goals last year. That's rubbish.
Arteta sets him out like he's playing foosball.
Bro, it's shit. Where's the attack?
Think about it. It's set up like playing foosball.
The Gunners,
2 lines of 5.
Not the fucking goalkeeper's gloves. We're the Gunners, not the goalkeeper's gloves, not the fucking defenders, not the fucking shields or the protectors. The Gunners, bro.
There's too much sacrifice and attack to bolster up defensive areas when we're off the ball. And I just think, if you're going to get Gyokeres, how's he going to work? Because he likes to run at players. How's it going to work in our system? I think he would. I think he'd suffer if he played for us.
You know what?
Any striker would.
Yeah, go on. Get your words in because I've got to finish up soon. Because people are coming back from work and all that. You're absolutely right. And loads of people say that, why are we going to get Gyokeres? He ain't going to fit the system, or even Isaac, he ain't going to fit the system, or why are we going to do Sesko will fit our system more? Like, bro, what we need to do as a club. This is what I thought Berta was going to do. Is you're going to start buying players for Arsenal, not for Arteta. not for this fucking, you know, negative tactics and negative strategy and the way that we play, long balls and fucking set pieces. Yeah, you buy Gyokeres, and if Arteta can't get the best out of probably the best market opportunity for strikers out there now, if you can't get the best out of him, whose fault is that? Gyokeres? Oh, Gyokeres just don't suit Arteta's system. What has this system done that is going to be so important? What is it won to say, hold on, he won us the league that year, it must be doing all right. Hold on, we got the cup double that year. He's done absolutely nothing. So who gives a fuck about his system? Buy players for Arsenal, and if Arteta can't use them, then see you later, mate. And that's where I'm at. That's what I thought.
I've got a good one to point out. Look at Aubameyang, Golden Boot winner, put on the left wing or left wing back, didn't get near that total he got when he had the Golden Boot. That's what Arteta does with striker. Even when he was playing some sort of attacking football, your strikers don't score goals.
Yeah.
But Martinelli was a centre forward scoring goals under Unai Emery. He's turned him into a winger who is even struggling at left wing.
And
you know it's embarrassing when your defenders are amongst your top scorers.
Bro, Saka, I've never seen Saka run back so much in my life. The same as Martinelli. That's why Martinelli always starts over Trossard, because he does all of the running back. That's it. When you're supposed to be
having the shit coach has failed Saka. He should be doing similar things to Yamal by now. Really. Under a good coach, he would be hitting levels not far off that at least.
There you go. But what's Arteta doing with players like that, or players like Ethan? Anyone with a backbone, anyone with any creativity, you're trying to dole them down, turn them into sporks. And I don't understand it.
Shane pointed out with Ethan, right? He would always be eyes forward making a pass, and there was one point he stopped and he went back
and turned him back.
And that Shane's right. That's fucking heartbreaking, because that's taking the flair and the individuality out of his game. Just bin it.
Yeah.
Imagine if he did that to Ronaldinho. Imagine if he had Ronaldinho and tried doing that to him.
Players like that as well. He used to play with players like that.
Exactly. That's why I brought him up.
Yeah, even when he was a player, he was
shit. He was one of the all-time greatest attacking players right in front of him. Fuck, he used to play against Henry and Bergkamp every season.
Yeah, like I said, man. Like I said, you know, you was a shit player, bro. And now our team is a representation of you as a player. You didn't even get a cap for Spain.
No, he tried to
never did
represent for England, didn't he?
Never, exactly.
You're forward, bro. You think England are going to take you and Spain won't? Fuck off.
You weren't even a good captain for us. I don't understand it, bro. You was a mediocre player. I just don't understand it. But what I am going to do now, guys, 34 in the building. Big up everyone. Please hit the like for me. Subscribe if you are new. I want to get through a couple of more of these comments.
I'm going to see the
Yeah, I'm going to do that in a minute, but I do need to get through some of these comments though, because they are here and I don't like to be disrespectful. Big up Godfrey, like and subscribe. Big up Arteta's fell for 5 years. AFC always. Waffle saying smash up the likes, please do. Big up Nathan. I hear they call Arsenal. I think I read that one, so I might have gone up too far. AJ said, Nathan, what has he actually done apart from wasted 2 winnable trophies? Nathan said that's a lie. We were struggling for top 5. Now we struggle for the title. Oh lord. Big up Shane the legend. He's saying Vigilante the legend. Big up Shane, man. Each and every time, make sure you're subscribing to the broski. Godfrey said, Nathan, they need to put respect on the Kaiser Chiefs. We win trophies around here. There you go. DG2 says, Nathan, the disrespect is to hire a rookie. Yeah, I think I read that one when we had a proven winner. That's what I'm trying to say. Shane's link is in the chat. Big up AJ as always. Big up AFC always, Nathan. It's not a lie though, is it? What has he actually won with his own team? Nothing. AJ broke our scoring record twice. I think I read that. Bro, do you know how many records he's broken for the negative? No player in double digits and 105. Like, he's broken so many records that we didn't want, guys. So don't try and give me these crappy ones. And all I'm saying is you lot are justifying. Winners win and losers make excuses. Yeah, and that's what you're doing. Harry Semiface, when he heard that Timber news, there's no one in this world that should come out and try and back Arteta and say he was right to do that, because everyone knows that he weren't. What did he say? He had no choice. Like, that's when you're
lads, can I ask you something? What is with this Timber news? Because I haven't actually heard about it. What's with it?
I think Timber was talking about how much he's... So basically, Timber was coming out saying that he admitted that he's been playing through injury. So when he got the ACL, you know, when he got the ACL against Nottingham Forest, so you remember, right?
Yeah.
When he got that ACL, he was with that for the whole season. He came back on the last day of the season, 23-24. He's done an interview saying that he admitted that he's been playing through injury.
Yeah, okay, all right. So that's where this has all come from. Okay.
Yeah.
Between
that ain't good.
Between the PSG legs, he didn't even train. He was in that much pain. He
didn't train against Liverpool as well. He never trained against Liverpool as well.
I can tell you exactly what was said, right? He had a scan. Arteta said it can't get any worse. Be ready for PSG. He didn't say train. He said just be ready.
Be ready.
Yeah,
what about the boots? Where's his boots?
The best thing
Bring
to
on
do
your
is
boots.
hold on a minute. Best thing to do, go over to League Gunner's stream from last night and watch it from 3 minutes 30 seconds, and the whole interview is translated from Dutch to English, so you don't miss anything.
Okay.
And it is
with a typed thing, they'll take snippets and they'll make it.
And let me tell you, checkers, it's damning. I was really in pain. I was hurting so much. So when you hear your players say that, I was upset. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Yes, it's a big miss to not have Timber in the PSG game, but if he's not fit, he shouldn't be on the field. You know, where's the care of the players?
I mean, if you're gonna rate Tops is live, bro.
Yeah, cool. If you know, where's our players were dropping like flies last season. Do you know what I'm saying? So where's even if you're not trying to win the league or whatever, where's the help for our players? You're putting players out on pain injections, players with bad knees, bad ankles,
hamstring injuries. There's a lot of those last year.
Exactly.
There's a lot of them.
All of them.
For broken toe.
Because none of those are coincidence, my guy. None of those. You've taken a risk. You came into the league with a small squad on purpose, and then when you had chance, just to even help out your players, they're saying, "Boss, I'm in pain. Boss, I cannot play." You're like, "You're all right, mate. Get on the pitch." And this is the problem. This is the problem. And then you've still got top gooners coming out saying, "Well, what choice did Arteta have? Like, what is it that he's gonna have to do for you to disagree with what he's doing? Is he gonna have to come and sleep with your missus? Is he gonna have to come and give your mum a slap or something? I don't understand. Whatever this guy does, people are making excuses, and he ain't got enough credit in the bank for that. Not at all. Not at all. Name me another top club, a club of Arsenal stature that's going to go and get any guy like we're doing a reality show. Yeah, he's not making us better. We're making him better, and it's meant to be the other way around. If he now leaves Arsenal, are you telling me that he ain't going to go into a good job? Right? But if he went from Man City, if he went from Man City and never managed Arsenal, my man will be fucking managing grasshoppers or something. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? It's not our job. We're not the College of Northwest Arsenal. It's not our job to make you better as a manager. You're supposed to make us better, bro. We're paying him 50 million point 6 a year. What has he done to earn that? Everyone talks about where we was. We've got Martinelli on 180. Zinchenko on 150. Calafiori went from 12 grand to like fucking 80 odd grand. Like, we're taking the piss. Our wages is much, much worse.
Havertz is 2k a week, 280k a week as well. Havertz is on 280k a week.
Calafiori went from like 20 or 40 grand to over 100.
Martin Odegaard, $250,000 to do what? Declan Rice, $250,000. What for? Party, $250,000. Like, all of these players, our wage bill is ridiculous. So where has he brought us from, guys? All those high wages, all those toxic players. Look at where we are.
It's the opposite way around. He's taken us to hell.
Gone full circle, and we need a rebuild in 20.
He's dragging us backwards.
This comes back to what I said about we could be like Lampard having to go to the academy to replenish the squad.
Well, we've had to do that.
Look at the numbers we've got. We're so low, and then he's going to not get any transfers, and he's going to have to go, right, I need players. I need cover. And so what? We brought some loan players back, but come on now, they're not going to.
Look at our youngsters. Look at Heaven. Are you telling me Heaven wouldn't have come in to be good replacement if Saliba or Gabriel probably would have been better?
I was gutted when we sold him.
Gutted.
We saw Chido Obi Martin. He was balling out
as well, ripping it up.
Ethan. I mean, come on. We all keep talking about Ethan. He's gone.
Max Dellman might be another one as well.
What about that Bayriff?
He'll be fine.
Bayriff. Yeah.
Bayriff's been tearing it up for Monaco, you know. How much did we sell him for? 4 or 5 million or something? Peanuts.
Balogun, another one.
Balogun, that's what I'm trying to say. Our business, guys, has been Ronald McDonald. So the only thing that I was hoping from Berta, I weren't asking for miracles, bro. I weren't saying turn wine to water or water to wine. What I was asking for is competence. Yeah, competence. And
Kadra on Dalman, bro. He's still like 15, 16. He's not nowhere near 18, so he'll be fine. He won't sign his adult professional contract. Like, that's why Ethan is up. He hasn't signed his adult professional contract.
There you go, bro. And this is like
what? They've done Lewis Skelly. They did Lewis Skelly, they've done Gabriel, but they've not done Partey or.
Why did they do Lewis Skelly? Because he's a midfielder, he's a defensive player, and he can invert from the left.
Well, Arteta would have been insistent you sort him out first.
Exactly. But Wanyeri, he's a bit creative, he's a bit this, he's a bit that.
And the emergency right back just gets.
Yeah, we've lost our emergency right back as well, guys. Our best midfielder. Like, this is not competence, guys. When I'm talking about competence, this is what I mean. This is not it. But anyway, AFC Nathan, it's not a lie though. Okay, I think I read that one. Let me get through a few more of these comments because I do need to end up soon because the ball and chain's coming back from work and from the texts I'm getting, it don't seem like she's in the best of moods. So we're going to have to take it upstairs. But we will be back 7 p.m. with Carl Walsh Gunner, the absolute legend. He was on this stream earlier. If you want to see the volcano for longer time, join me at 7. Come back with your questions as well. We are going to talk to the guests first, and then like halfway through the show, we're going to get into the comments and try and make it a bit interactive. Jimbo, who else are you going to get? Bro, anyone, like I said, Nathan, finishing second is losers. Of course it is. Even if you make it to a final and don't win, you get a runners-up medal. If you keep finishing second in the Premiership, you can't even hold on to nothing. There's nothing to hold on to. There's not even a runners-up medal. It's rubbish. Anyway, big up my bro, Joseph. Hope you're well today, bro. Hope you're having a lovely day and a great week. Thank you for passing through. He's bigging up AJ, Shane, Mr. Waffle. Big up Jimbo, not for football clubs. 1st of July. Is the business year, and even with us, it's disgusting. When you saw that whole PSR thing, and they said we can only spend 97 million. Do you know how much that's contradicting itself? Because I heard we can spend 268. Then I heard a few months before then we could spend 500.
350, wasn't it, or something at one point?
Lower
as well.
and lower and lower and lower. And I'd give you a reason for that, guys. Is because we're rubbish at business. We can't sell. We can't buy very well. We keep giving away players for free. Like, we're not very good at business. That's why. Big up DG2. He said Arteta can't win the Prem. He hasn't done enough for me to say let's keep him. He can't improve players. He can't attract big names. No in-game management. Tactics stale. All of those points are hitting for me. Big up, man.
Can I raise something? You know, the manager I really wanted, and I know it's unrealistically, and people probably grill me in the comments section. It would never happen, but I would have loved Luis Enrique teaming up with our set piece coach. Imagine the amount of goals we'd score.
We
can still do set pieces the way we do it and still have attacking football.
I was saying the same thing about Enrique. You won't get laughed at. He's a very, very good manager.
He's laughing at us now. Our club is now an embarrassment because of Arteta. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what's funny about Enrique? Chelsea chose Pochettino over him.
Idiots,
bro. Absolutely.
They could have had him.
Well, Enrique didn't even mention Arsenal in the Champions League speech when he won. He didn't even make comment about our club.
Why? Because of Arteta, bro.
He didn't count us as a threat. We weren't a threat. We didn't stress them out or cause them any issues.
He might have had some good words if Arteta just shut up and said we were beaten by the best, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
He predicted the lineup for both games, down to the last player. Arteta could have changed something up, but he didn't.
Of course he don't. He's an absolute... Well, I don't even want to say that word. Big up AJ Nathan. Simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything next season, would you sack him? I don't think there's anywhere else to hide, but the top gooners will probably try and start moving the goalpost. Nathan said AFC. The problem, you guys think we... Madrid or Bayern or PSG. Oh my god,
goodness sake.
And you man, and the thing is, hold on, because this is winding me up. And you man think that we're QPR or something. You man think that we don't make any money. You man think we're not the third biggest.
These are just internet trolls, man. They're just internet
These are the
trolls.
Same ones that go, Ajour's gold. Newsflash, we don't have the fucking gold Premier League trophy anymore. Wenger has it.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? That was 20 odd years ago. I was half my age. I'm now an uncle. Like,
bro, I've tripled in age. I was 11. I'm now 33.
I was 20 and or 21, and here I am 41. What the fuck are we doing, bro? Like, these guys.
Wenger has the gold Premier League trophy. He was given it on his last ever fucking home game. If people forget, go and watch it. It's on the Arsenal fucking YouTube.
Big up Mr. Battered. Arsenal follows financial year June 1st, May 33rd. Sociedad follows financial year June, July to June 30th. And yeah, here we are being the good Samaritans that we are. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. It's the only way we can get deals done. I hate when people say we're not Madrid, we're not Bayern. If not, then why did we move from Highbury? Because that's what they told us. We're doing it to compete with these guys.
Exactly.
We actually spend more money than Madrid. What the fuck are you talking about?
We were competing with them at Highbury, bro.
Of course, we didn't even have to move. That's what they told us that we had to move for. So why are we moving? If we're not a big club like that, Why is our ticket so expensive? Why is there merch every month? Stop bringing it all up.
I used to say the same as you views. Why do we leave Highbury for the Emirates? But apparently the structures of Highbury had just been decimated and obliterated over time. It wasn't safe anymore.
That's bullshit.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. They also
if that's true, why were they trying to extend it and move the stand back to add more seats in?
They was trying to they were trying to extend it. And what I heard as well was that the club was actually bankrupt. So it was just a money move that we had. The club was never bankrupt. No. We just been getting lied to for the whole time. Some issues might be the truth, but what they've done is hid behind that. The same way they told us we can't buy anyone because of the state that the payments were 20 million a year. That was it.
How were we bankrupt when we just won?
A lot of gaslighting, I'd say. I agree with you. There is a lot of
gaslighting. We just went invincible. How were we bankrupt? We weren't.
No, exactly. We weren't bankrupt. We actually won things then as well. Yeah, we was actually upset when we finished second, not happy, right? But one thing
I want those days back, man.
Well, just stop gaslighting us, man. That's it. You gaslit us to say we're moving to the Emirates to compete with Bayern Munich.
And we don't you views. I miss those days. We finished second. Yeah, we won the FA Cup, but we were pissed.
We were pissed off.
And so were the players. You know what the players would be saying? They'll be walking off the pitch at the last game going, "This ain't happening next season."
Ain't good enough, bro.
We're taking it from them.
Henri,
there's a question.
Go on.
Obviously, I wasn't born to watch. I wasn't obviously born to be at Highbury, but what was Highbury like?
People used to call it the library, but no way was it the library. Highbury pisses all over the Emirates.
You could feel the history, Kadra. You wouldn't see it till you were right on it.
Yeah, you come out the station,
you walk up the road, you have no idea. Then bang, it's there.
You think you're walking in an area like
Marble Hall.
Yeah, but
you just feel everything of Highbury.
History, proper traditional ground. We still got listed buildings. I think it's the East
Stand. I think.
Yeah, the East is still listed, bro. You can't knock those down. It's history.
Has anyone seen the North London?
You can feel the soul, Kadra. When you stepped into Highbury, you just felt the soul of the club.
One time
everyone had been there before,
and that will change your life. When I went there as a 10-year-old. I think I saw us lose 2-1 to Man United, and I think I was in the West Stand at the time, and obviously I enjoyed it, but we lost, and it was a great experience. The stadium's lovely, all of that shit. But then a few years later, I was there, North Bank. It was September 1997. Ian Wright broke his record, done the little knee slide. He had to just do it.
Vest on with 179, was it?
179. I was there. David Seaman was in goal. It was Bolton. We won 4-1. We conceded the first goal. That one time in the North Bank is all I needed, bro. No one, not even my dad. It was my dad that got me into. No one can tell me not to love the Arsenal after that. Do you understand? That stadium.
I'm jealous, man. You lot
I remember seeing Henri. I was there when Henri scored. You know the knee slide celebration. I was at that game. I remember seeing him pick up the ball outside our own box and do the whole Tottenham team of his weaker foot, and then run down the other end and celebrate in front of those Spurs fans.
I was there. That's what I'm trying to say. We've actually seen some things. And
another one. Take the mentality, right? We drew with United. Declan Rice going Karma. In 01, Vieira went to the squad. We're going to Old Trafford and we're going to win it. We're winning the league on their turf. It's going to hurt them the most.
We've won it.
These players don't think like that.
We've won it at Anfield. Like our team is not trying to do things like that anymore. And this is just
I grew up seeing us Keane face to face with a big smile. I wanted to win the league on your pitch. On your pitch.
On your patch. And we did it.
He said it with the biggest smile.
One of my favourite players in that team was Gilberto Silva, man.
He was amazing.
That's what we call vigilante.
I'd love if I could regen him and put him in our team. Oh my god, honestly.
Gilberto was unbelievable.
Look at the level.
So better than Rice. Is he better than Rice?
Oh, he smashes Rice. Rice can't even tie his laces, man.
I'm telling you that the standard of football, Kwaja, has
won the World Cup with Brazil, mate.
To like down here, the standard of football is in the gutter compared to what it was. Systems. You know, things are always going to change. Modern games, new rules, VAR, but the standard is just in the bin.
Gilberto could boss a midfield by himself, bro. The whole could just fly forward. He could just stand on the halfway line. You're not getting past him.
He was invincible, and now look at what we're looking at.
He can tackle. He can slow down tempo. He can make tempo.
Honestly, let me tell you something. Even Denilson, I'm not even going to lie to you. Even Edu, bruv, Edu Gaspar would come in and do a much better job than half of our midfielders now.
Remember Will
Even Johnny
Todd, the
Jeffers.
striker?
Eddie was invincible. Of course, I remember Will Tour. We used to have Carnu, Burkamp, Henry.
Will
and
Tour won us the league at Old Trafford.
Old Trafford, it
Right.
was his goal.
The
I know.
golden Sega kit.
Bro, in the Sega kit, and we had
golden
Dreamcast
Sega
and
kit,
Fly
remember?
Emirates and JVC and the other fucking dickhead can't even name that. Bro, don't even get me started. I'm not an encyclopedia. I'm not someone who knows everything about Arsenal, but I was there. Me and my dad were season ticket holders. Just know, innit? Just know.
Yeah, I love the fact our captain went with that mentality to Old Trafford. We're going to win the league on their pitch because it's going to hurt them the most.
That's why I rate Vieira a little bit higher than Roy Keane. Not to take anything away from Roy Keane, but look at Vieira's time in the game. He came in, you're basically like neck and neck with Roy Keane, buoying him off. Now all of a sudden we're challenging this great Man United side, the great Sir Alex Ferguson, bro. And you saw what Vieira was like as a player as well, panache.
Do you guys remember, right? The tunnels are Highbury. Our players would just be looking forward. They wouldn't even acknowledge the opposition.
Yeah, you're like
and those players would shit
different
themselves.
Mentality
They'd be like that, like trying to get
we would win games in the
Henry
tunnel.
wouldn't even acknowledge that they stood there.
We'd win
They
games
won
in
the
tunnel,
game.
and then Roy Keane and Vieira would be in the tunnel fucking arguing, having to get
or they'd be out the corner of the eye, both be smiling at each other. Like,
smiling. They know it's
We're
about
going
to
for
go
it.
down on the pitch, bro. It's about to go down. Big up AJ, big up Nathan. There's too many comments. I can't even fucking get through it before we start talking about everything else. But I do need to wrap. I do need to
we'll
wrap.
be here all day, bro. Talking.
We will be here all day. And what I'll do tomorrow is what I might do tomorrow is I won't rap. I'll turn the camera off. I'll take everything upstairs, and we'll even continue. You know what I mean? We'll even continue for a bit longer. But I have I have got other shows tonight, and I have got shows tomorrow. So just be on the lookout. Wednesday at 1 p.m. It is kind of intervention time, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Footy Reacts TV coming on. He's a Liverpool fan, so I'm going to do a quick under the lens with him, and then I'll probably jump into a quick intervention after that. So it will all be scheduled. Keep your eye out. Thank you to Everest, who was here for a bit. Thank you to Nomsky and Carl. Thank you for Tekers, Vigilante, Kwaja, Yuvraj, everyone that's come up and had their say. I really much appreciate it. Any last words, guys, while I look for someone to send us on to?
No, I do apologize for that win. Dogs trust their safe win.
I do apologize for the questions. I do apologize for the questions because I never watched Arsenal. I started watching Arsenal since I was like 8.
Ask. We'll tell you.
That's what we're here for. Exactly. That's what we're here for. Obviously, you're young.
Is Sol Campbell better than Saliba?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Saliba ain't done enough in the game yet. Saliba could probably be better than Campbell, but we haven't had enough sample size.
Sol Campbell could score from stupid distance. Do you remember the goal against Portsmouth views?
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, he's not gonna. He's no.
It's pretty sure he scored our Champions League goal. Like,
yeah, mate, that was I've never celebrated a goal more than that as an Arsenal fan.
You know, underbelly colour thing. He was like, but Saliba could be better than him. We just haven't seen enough sample size. Saliba ain't won anything. That's what I'm trying to say. The whole level was just different.
He should be near his level. He should be not far off his level, but he's not.
He's not there just yet. Man. But big up for that, Kwaja. Tekers, any kind of last words, mate?
No, I was just gonna say thanks for having me on, man.
Come on, man.
It's good to be on stream with you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Good to chat to you lot.
Yeah, and you've held yourself well. And even if we don't agree, this ain't an echo chamber. If I get a little bit animated, don't feel like I'm trying to. That's just how.
Everyone's got an opinion, man. You just have to accept it.
Yeah, and it's good to. And like I said, I want different opinions, and I just want to know the reasoning behind that. And I do get a little bit animated because I'm passionate about my club. But it's
brought up the nearly chant, and I was having second delays, and I was just like, I can't even respond to you, bro. You're just grilling me right now. Like, I've just got 20 second delay. I can't even jump in on the topic. I was just like, my man's frying me right now.
No, it's not even on. I just want people to see though, because when people say that to me, for me, that's kind of like a personal thing for me. So no disrespect to you, and I hope you didn't feel away. And if you did,
that's fair enough, mate.
It's not that. It's a personal thing for me because I think people give Arteta, especially if you are a younger fan, especially if you haven't been at Highbury, if you haven't seen what we did. Do you know what I mean? If you hadn't been around the winning, the good times, you know, the times where people didn't even want to talk to you no more. Like they'll have their own battles at school, but you can't even come and talk to Arsenal because we've got TT and Vieira, and you just can't talk to us. So I understand it's a little bit different, but that particular thing that really gets me because, like I said, in my eyes, Arteta's had 5 seasons, and you've had 2 good ones. You've had 3 where it's 8th, 8th, 5th, and then you've had this season where you did finish second. You did, yeah. But we've regressed. We've scored less goals. We've earned more points. Less points. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's all opinion, and you're always welcome. I do thank you for coming on. And like I said, if I made you feel any way at any point, my apologies.
That's fine, bro.
That is not the point. But thank you for coming on. Vigilante, my guy. Anything you got to say? Anything coming up?
Get Win the Dogs Trust. That's all. Yeah, just got that tomorrow, and then that's about it.
Yeah. And what you do with your channel?
Step back. I'll probably take a step back for a week or two, just to let the emotions die down and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. And I hope everything.
But I will be back at the end of the month, start next month. I'll be back online.
Wicked.
But you'll see me in chats anyway. I'll be doing my modding.
Man. Definitely one of the legendary mods around here with Static and a couple of others. Subscribe to Vigilante because there will be content coming soon. The rest of you guys, I'm gonna subscribe to you before I even let you go. Let me go into I'll subscribe to Techers now because I think I've got to do that. You did put something in the chat?
I followed you on Instagram.
To be fair, I need to make a proper account. This is the first time I've actually gone on live.
Big up MD Games. There's so many people. M.A. I'm so sorry that I didn't see your chat. Dio's in the chat as well. You know what I mean? When we get the panelists on, we tend to talk, so I don't get to see all of the comments. I'm so sorry. Why Not is in the building. Let me big yourself up. Do me a favor. Weira is in the building. Gavin L in the building. Legends, man. Everyone that came over from Shane. I really appreciate you guys. Maybach music. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to you. Wahaha, Dio. There's so many people, man. I've missed so many chats. Tima, I'm so sorry that I didn't get to you, Mr. Battered. Do me a favor, Techers. Put a comment in the chat. So once I finish this live, I'll go back into it and I'll make sure that I follow everyone back and I'll try and get your names in the title. But thank you ever so much, guys, man. It has been great. Let me just pick up Shane Guna again. He basically saved the stream because I don't know if I would have had loads of people on if we were struggling for numbers. So I do got to give him love and respect. I see T Chanzo is on, so I've got Durag Diaries is on as well. Obviously, I've got him coming on the show on Friday. But I did redirect to him yesterday, so I'm gonna bring in Tops, the big six pants as well. And Monts, I do like Monts, but. We're gonna bring in Tops. We're gonna go over to T Chanzo and raid him. So please, I need to see you. I'm gonna go there as well. I want to see all of my viewers go over there and say views raid. Techers, get a comment in the chat for me so I can follow you back. I'm pretty sure I already subscribe to Quasra and to Vigilante. Big up all of you guys, man. Thank you so much for coming on. We will be back tomorrow for another intervention. It will be at a later time, so feel free to come up again and have a chat. But also, come and show me some support, guys, because I've got 2 guests. I've got 7 o'clock Carl Walsh Gunner that he was on with you guys today, the Volcano. Please come and show support. And then tomorrow, just before the intervention, we've got another Liverpool fan giving us his story. Come and show me support. Peace and love to everyone in the chat. Godfrey, everyone on the panel. We are out. When you go over to Tops, go over, show him some love. Views, raid. I want to see it. I'm going to be looking for it. Big up, everyone. Peace and love. Back again later.